Hi-yo. Hello, everybody. It's us again. It's me, Story Dad, Aaron, the game master for this evening and preceding evenings for the next until I'm dead. And with us tonight we have Egan, aka Jacob, our lovely wild magic barbarian. We've got Miss Christina Flax, my lovely bestie Brendan. We've got Tristan Luck, our rusty trusty buccaneer Briggs, our famous actor, raconteur, thespian, soon to be Shakespearean actor Lane Zazalak.
I just showered, so I smell good.
Yeah, he smells good. His mustache so impeccable, and our sweet, precious, pink-haired, just the cutest little button of a goblin girl, Brandon, aka Pixie. And let's get into a quick little recap right here, right now. What happened last time, gang? In the City of Splendors, we've got at the beginning of the night we had sort of a what did happen last time?
We split the party.
Yeah, the party did definitely split up. There was the attack upon the majority of the group by that group of the Xanathar Thieves Guild, the Agents of the Eye. This led to a sort of, well, they defended themselves, and in the process, some of these thieves, would-be bandits, muggers, lost their lives. Some of them were questioned, delivered to the guardsmen. And this led to a sort of tete-a-tete with the guards that are at the border between the dock ward and the trade ward. This being Toric and Christina, sort of being the like, hey, we want to deliver these now still alive bandits to the these now alive bandits to the guards in the North Ward, where they have connections and where they think that the bandits are going to be kept safe for later questioning or what have you.
Now alive guards? Makes it sound like they were just born.
They're still alive.
We are going to deliver some babies.
Yes, we're delivering children in the North Ward.
Christina and Toric's midwifery side quest.
Yeah, that's right. So what ended up happening was guardsmen seemed distrusting. A couple of things were learned about the dock ward guards. They might be...
Staff Sergeant Atmos is sus as fuck.
Yes. The staff sergeant sort of gave off the vibe that, like, hey, maybe we have connections with the Xanathar Thieves Guild, or at least we don't want any trouble from them in the future. So while this was going on, Egan, Briggs, Pixie sort of made their way to the North Ward, to House Antios. Within the walls of House Antios, at the Antios estate, which, for those who don't know, is the sort of banking noble house. They're the ones that are going to protect your money, keep it safe, keep it stored, convert currencies, do a bit of purchasing, selling, a little bit of like intermediary marketing, that sort of stuff for whomever comes to their doors with enough coin. Now, this led to a very terse discussion between Lady Antios and the members of the party. Now, what happened there was Lady Antios was sort of, yes, ma'am, I'll facilitate this transaction for you. I'll sell the silver that you had found in your family's warehouse, of which there was multitude. Yes, of course, I will do this for you. However, there must be a little bit of a quid pro quo here. Why did your fathers leave? Why are they going to ground? What makes you need my help in selling this silver. Is this not the sort of bailiwick, the wheelhouse of your fathers? And this led to a sort of, can I trust you, can I not, conversation between Pixie and Lady Antios. Now, Pixie eventually revealed that her fathers had sort of went underground in order to avoid a doppelganger plot. Lady Antios was taken aback and sort of gave her... Oh my goodness.
Good morning.
Good morning. Haha. There we go. Sort of gave her word that, yes, I'm going to keep this safe. Yes, this is going to be, this is what I'm going to do to help you. I'll facilitate your transactions. Have a good day, without a very quiet threat. Not without a very quiet threat being made to Lady Pixie and the accumulated other members. Quick little technical difficulty here. We're looking at... Oh, I see what's going on. I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to do one of these. And... Let's see if that fixes it. And it did. All right, so with all of that being said, we join our group back at it again in Waterdeep, the City of Splendors, as Pixie, Briggs, and Egan leave the secure walls of House Antios. And right there, we pick it up.
It's going to be a while before we get our gold, hey?
I think she said within a little bit of time. Out of character, I think she said not very long.
I
Like within
believe
the
by
day.
the end of the day.
As a quick recap, she did say to you that she was going to be taking 10% off at the top end, and that she was going to facilitate that transaction within the next 4 to 6 hours.
Yeah, I really want to buy better weapons. Torek has this badass returnable hammer, and I'm just here with some pig stickers still. But I do not have that much gold, so.
Well, then it's on you guys to sort of kill the next couple of hours before you get paid.
Question.
Yeah.
Are we still on our adventure? Me and...
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to get a sort of a temp reading on what exactly Pixie, Briggs, and Egan are going to do, are heading to do. And then if it's not something like immediately, I burned down House Antios with her in it, unless it's like that, then we can move on to you guys delivering the asleep member or the restrained member of the Zenithar Thieves Guild.
Well, now that I know that I have to burn it down in order to keep playing, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do, guys. So...
I'm not. I mean, I won't stop you.
Could be fun.
But
if nobody has anything,
do we want to just go grab a drink?
Briggs was gonna head to the Fields of Glory to figure out what kind of boat he's gonna need. What kind of boat he's gonna need.
Fair. I guess
you can go get a drink. That's fine.
Yeah. Actually, I would like to go to the blacksmith and see if I can work out a deal of hey, I'm coming into a bunch of gold later today. Can I have this?
That's a terrible idea.
I mean, I'm a noble person.
That's still
terrible. So where are you going? Briggs is heading off to the Fields of Glory in order to find out what the sort of caliber of boat that he needs is going to be.
We're in the North Ward, right?
You are currently in the North Ward, yes. You are just right. You are kitty corner to the House of Inspired Hands. You are on Shark Street right near the Street of Whispers.
Is there's not a smithy in the North Ward?
There are the House of Blessed Hands, the House of Inspired Hands is a craftsman shop like no other.
Okay, I will look there.
Yeah, for sure. Let me just pull this up real quick.
Ghost of Crystal. I am not seeing that on this list.
What are you looking for?
The House of Inspired Hands. I want to know where it is.
Oh, the House of Inspired Hands is literally it's at the corner of Sea-Watch Street and.
Oh, is it called Holy Hands House?
Nope. So the House of Inspired Hands is the largest temple of Gond, the god of craftsmen, the god of innovation and invention within Waterdeep. It is so. Is that what you're searching at? That's what you're going after. That's what you're going to.
Yeah, I
Okay.
want to get some better weapons. That is
For sure, for sure. So you head off to find these, to find the temple of the House of Inspired Hands, and you see this gigantic 3-story tall temple structure. You see it is perfectly symmetrical. The vaulted windows filled with stained glass. Containing the symbol of Gond within it. You notice that the masonry that it is made of seems to be it seems to have been shipped from a far off land. It being a completely different color than the usual lineman sandstone of Waterdavian structures as a whole, and of course at the very very top on top of a spinneret is another stone symbol of Gond. So, and for any of those that are unfamiliar, he is the god of smiths. The god of magical creation. That's him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Outside, you see some priests milling about. They're wearing, rather than the regular priest apparel that you might see in some of the more conventional churches and temples within Waterdeep, you see they're wearing leather aprons, tool belts. They've got rulers and squares, levels that are on their belts and carried in pouches. You see like these 3-ended yardsticks that they carry about. Some of them carrying tools. You see clerks and porters doing some busy work, carrying glassware, pottery, ceramics from to and fro within the temple.
My kind of people.
And I will ask though, Egan, what are you doing?
I'm going to be tagging along with Pixie to keep an eye on her.
I figured as much.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Egan doesn't seem to trust Pixie on her own.
Okay, so you reach the temple. What do you do?
Do they have like an actual like store inside, or is this kind of like, hey, can make this for me?
You have no idea.
Okay, well, I'll head inside.
So, as you head inside the temple, you're immediately hit with a pungent smell of burning metal, of gases. You smell the telltale scents and aromas of flux and sulfur hit your nose. Glassware being tempered, metals being quenched in oil and water, and you see like along each row in like where would be a temple's foyer, where people might come in to worship or meet the morning sun or what have you. It's just a row of furnaces, anvils, and you're hit with this cacophony of sound, this tong 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 of hammer hitting metal, sparks flying off, individuals of all sorts. You see many humans, dwarves, gnomes, half-orcs, a few slender elves working their trade at the forges. And you're approached a little bit after you originally come in through the doors by a gnomish man standing about 3.5 feet tall, with gigantic blackened goggles on, as he looks up at you and kind of like the carven.
He would still be looking down.
Would he be looking down?
If he's 3.5 feet, I'm 3 feet 4 inches tall. So.
All right. Well, he looks a little bit down at you, or almost in the eyes, right?
Yeah.
Like he looks to you. Hello. Is there something we can help you with? And he like takes his goggles off, and you see like the dark ruddiness of his skin is just a facade, and he's actually like rather fair skinned. It's just all the soot and grime caked around the goggles. Is there something that I can help you with today? You don't seem to be a craftsperson. Are you here on business?
One sec. And I'm going to run back outside and grab that bag of weapons we took off of the bandits.
Yeah, for sure. You had
left that on my horse.
Sure. Yeah, you hop back, you grab from the pony out of the saddlebags the big multitude of weapons that were dropped by the bandits that you had taken out, and
head back inside.
Yeah, and then you head back inside. So he stands there. He's like tapping his foot a little bit impatiently. He's like, "That was a little weird that you turned on heel and walked away. But what's your business? And what's with the big satchel of mostly metal weapons?"
I would like to sell these, and I'm looking to improve my own equipment.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Come with me. What's your name? I'm Archibald.
Pixie Argentum.
Pixie Argentum. You're Stavros' littlest one, right?
Yeah.
Well, him and I have done trade before, so come with me.
Okay.
And he takes you into a back room, you and Egan, and within the back room you see there's boxes and boxes piled up on either side of this squat square room, and then there's sort of a cage, like a banker's cage sort of situation, where he hops in behind a swinging saloon style door, and then he comes back up and he steps up on a stool, and then he's looking over across a clerical desk. So I guess pile what you have here.
How tall is the bench? Can I even like pull?
There are steps up. There are steps up. Yeah, it's accommodating to anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like dump out the weapons.
He's like, and then he takes out a jeweler's loupe, as well as a series of magnifying lenses that sort of like click down in front of his eyes, like well, I mean, the daggers are of a fine make. I would like to say something to the effect of the hand crossbows, though. These are just pretty generic, if not quite mundane. I could. We don't typically do rough sales. That would be facilitated by somebody in the Merchants Guild, or perhaps you could flog these at the marketplace at a stall. But I can give you at least half of what they're worth for the materials.
And what are they worth?
For everything here, I could probably give you 400 pieces of gold.
Yeah, why not? I got them for free.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Would you like that towards whatever works you're getting done, or would you like that to be paid out in coin?
Probably just towards whatever I'm gonna order, I guess.
Okay. And he takes out a little piece of parchment and he writes down with a piece of charcoal. All right. So what work were you looking to get done?
I'm gonna like take my dagger out of my ankle, take one off my holster, take a short sword out, and my crossbow off my back, and just kind of. I would like better versions of these.
What an answer.
Young lady, I'm gonna need a little bit more to work with than that.
Can you guys
could
do
make the
enchantment?
daggers. I could make the daggers sharper. I could make them throw farther. I could give you fiery bolts for your crossbow. But I don't really. I can't just. Better is such a nebulous term. What were you looking for, my dear? It seems.
Can you do enchantments?
This is the Temple of God. We are craftspeople of the highest caliber. We are the ones that craft the very tools that will make the gods envious of us.
I meant no offense.
And I took none. I can enchant your weapons.
Okay. See, I thought that was him saying, "No, we can't. We smith. We don't fucking do magic."
We're magical sorts. We are the first and foremost. Now, listen. Before we get started, I can tell you this: we work in invention. I could make a contraption that flung those daggers as a repeating crossbow would fire bolts, and I could take your crossbow and I could turn it into a miniature catapult that throws alchemical solutions into the masses that you wish to see fall before you. But I have to tell you this right now: if you're looking for some mundanity, some sort of, oh, my dagger, I'd like it to make my foes cold, or oh, I would like electricity to run down the hilt, you can go down to the House of Wonders and have the arcane jockeys of Mistra do your work for you.
I love this guy. This guy's great.
I would like. I'm sure you could do returning on one of my daggers. Could you not?
You are very. This is simplicity at the very extreme. Yes, I could have your daggers returned.
Fucking Christ, Aaron. I feel like I'm being scolded right now.
Why you pick such boring shit?
Come
on.
What
get
about
the catapult?
An ammo crossbow?
A what?
A crossbow that I don't have to reload.
Again, rudimentary work, the likes of which I accomplished at the age of 40.
Well,
I'm 230 years old.
What would you like? What would you recommend then?
He just told you what he'd recommend.
He did. He
gave you
recommended
two
some dope
examples
shit.
of what he would recommend.
I would recommend that Lady Pixie Argentum, I mean no offense. I believe that you should probably take your business down to the House of Wonder, or perhaps to one of the other contemporary, perhaps Aurora's Realm shop, or I don't know, any of the different establishments around town that sell schlock.
Sir, you seem very confident in your capabilities, and I would like my work to be done by you.
Then I'm not going to put returning or fill your quiver or anything like that. I'm not filling your bolt case infinitely. These are tasks that could be done by some 20-year-old that read a textbook one time and wiggles his fingers just right and uses a pinch of dragon tongue or some such thing. I am an inventor, and my contemporaries are also inventors. What do you want your dagger to do? What do you want your crossbow to do? And do you have the coin to make me take the time to do it?
Not on me right now, but I will.
Well, no, you couldn't carry the coin that you needed here today. Not on you.
How much are we talking here?
Wow, what do you want done? You haven't said one thing that would not bore me to tears.
See, now I just feel fucking anxious about whatever I recommend. Oh, that's boring. Fuck me, right?
Well, don't pick boring shit.
Tristan, shut up.
It's easy.
What if I could shoot the blade out of my dagger, inject venom with it from a range, and then the blade regenerates itself?
That's cool.
I don't. He grabs a piece of charcoal and he starts scribbling down on his paper. Wait, so does it have to regenerate, or what if we had a cable that was attached that ripped it out of your opponent? It's writing down. What if instead of injecting a poison or a venom, it could be an alchemical solution that gummed up their joints? He's writing down feverishly. He's and wait, what if? Well, hold on. What if with the cable, you could throw the handle and it would tangle your opponent? It would wrap around like a bola.
But then I don't have my dagger.
What if you had two? And then he's keeps writing. He just keeps writing down. He's fine, I will make it for you. And it will be fantastic.
And what are you quoting me for that?
I will do it for no less than 2,000 gold pieces.
So I can give you the down payment of 500 gold pieces.
I don't want a down payment. I don't need the gold. I just need the gold for the materials. So you come back with the gold. You give me this, and he picks up your dagger. You give me this, and I'm going to turn it into a work of art.
All right, I'll be back in a few hours, I guess.
And if you want something done with your crossbow, think long and hard on it.
I shall. Thank you.
And then he takes your daggers. You left them both?
No. Well, yeah, no, I still need one of my
daggers. Did say
daggers,
two
at
of
least.
them.
No, leave it.
Okay, fine.
You
I'll
got
take
it.
it.
Guys, one sec.
I like how he promptly
Lane
specified
and
all of them.
Tristan,
No,
little slap on the wrist here. Neither of you are here.
it's fun.
It might be, but you are not present. Pixie, you leave the other dagger with him.
Pixie would feel naked without at least one of her daggers. She's gonna take one.
Okay. So he's scribbling down on the piece of paper, and he looks up to Egan, the slender one, with the leather jerkin and the and the strange smell. What of them? Their axe is rudimentary. Their boots fancy. What of you?
I'm not sure how we're paying for her daggers, so I don't think there's really much that I could be shopping around for right now.
What do you mean? How much do you have on you?
Not enough to donate to your cause.
You don't get to decide that. I'm the damned high priest.
Well, I'm certain that you would scoff at the 300 gold I carry.
He scampers up on top of the desk and then the clerical desk, and then he jumps down onto the other side, and a little cloud of dust popping up. Then he trundles on over to you, and he grabs the back half of your axe. He's like, "I'm rather certain that this axe is made out of iron and oak, and that's just that." He just real quick, he's like, "That girl's dagger is gonna make you look like a troglodyte."
Quite possibly, yes. But again, 300 gold is not going to do much more than steel and oak.
Furrows his brow. He looks at the axe. He looks at you. He looks at the axe. He looks at you. He's like, "For 300 gold, I'm going to turn that axe into a fucking boomerang."
But I need it to be an axe. I'm not very skilled with a boomerang.
It's still gonna be an axe.
So
You're just
gonna turn it into a boomerang.
I think I can.
But I need it to be an axe.
Well, it's still kind of gonna be an axe.
So it's gonna turn into a boomerang?
Maybe.
That's
I'm
not gonna help
thinking.
me though, because
thinking like
I
a cancer.
can't use a boomerang very well.
Well, you could learn.
Like if you throw it and it just kind of like wobbles, wobble, and then like misses. Throwing an axe works better.
Throwing an axe works better, and he starts like writing something down. It's like, okay, well, hold on. You know what? Give me your axe. 1 second. And he puts both hands on the handle. May I?
Hand it off.
Yeah, all right. And he little guy, you see the muscles bulge in his shoulders as he picks up this big axe. All right. What if I hollowed it out and I filled it with a liquid metal, quicksilver, so that when you swung it, it collided with a terrific bang. And it might be a little bit off balance, but I think it would make it, well, swing quite harder.
I don't know how, but if you say so, I'll assume.
Listen, you big bastard, are you the engineer or me?
No, that's what I said, is if you say that's how it works.
I say that's how it works.
I've swung half-empty bottles of wine at people, and it swings just as easily as a full bottle of wine.
That's what
an
I'm
empty
saying.
bottle of wine, so I'm not really sure how a sloshing silver liquid inside my axe is going to help it swing, but
Oh, you'd be surprised.
I will be surprised.
Give it! and then he like takes the axe and he walks behind the desk, and then he rummages around in the back for about like 30 seconds, and he tosses another steel battle axe your way. Keep it. Keep that. I'm working on this. Your axe is my axe. This thing's gonna be my bitch for the next 3 days. You understand? And the dagger, you guys are gonna freak out when you see it. I'm telling you. All right. And he's like, blessed God be with you today. I have work to do. Get out of my shop.
How long is it gonna be?
3 days. You heard me.
You said that for his axe, not my dagger.
Well, it's both. I mean, I'm gonna take 3 days. It's magic and invention and inspiration. Grand cosmic insight from the gods is fueling my creativity, and I need you to give me time to work on your weapons.
Can you give me a spare dagger in the meantime?
Oh my god.
I have a
I
dagger.
of course. I mean, of course. They're literally like they're 2 gold. Are you sure you're going to have enough money to pay me?
It won't be a problem.
Okay, why?
You gave him an axe. I thought it was only fair. That's all.
I mean, you took one of your daggers.
Yeah, but
I thought you were okay. Like, you're armed. You're obviously armed. Listen, yes, of course. Here, take it. And then he throws like a dagger in a hilt towards you. Go ahead, keep it. It's you know what? That one's on the house. You can have it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Now, and he takes his goggles, puts them back over his eyes. I have work to do. And he scampers off.
I turn to Egan and I'm like, seems a bit rude, hey?
No. He seems very focused. Have you not dealt with blacksmiths before? They're usually a lot more ruder.
No, most of my weapons come from whatever armory father and dad had.
But you don't trust them to make the enchanted weapons that you wanted?
They're not here, Egan.
We're still in Waterdeep. We're going home tonight.
What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
And where are you going to get the money to pay for that?
We just sold a whole bunch of silver and silks.
Yeah, and split 5 ways is still probably not going to leave you enough for that.
Then I'll borrow some from the
6
vault.
ways. Sorry, forgot about your sister.
I am the head of House Argentum. I can take gold from the house.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
So, we'll figure it out. Plus, there's already a down payment of 400 gold, so.
Well, there you go.
But I think we should go find Briggs and probably start to meet up with everybody else and head home soon.
Sure, you need to find Briggs first because you're going to have to really kiss his ass to get that money out of the treasury.
I'm not going to have to do anything. Just because he's the treasurer doesn't mean I don't have access to my own vault.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, we're going to smash cut over to Christina and Torek as they are just ever so casually past the trade ward gate, heading into the north ward, just outside of the guard outpost where they had slew the doppelganger cult just evening beforehand.
So, Ooh, Torek, we're gonna have to do something about your outfit. Like, we need to fix this. It's a fucking. Christina just cast a quick little mending cantrip from when he got shanked during the fight. Okay, it's better for now. I can actually look at you.
All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going again? We're going to the North Ward
Right
guard
there.
house.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Okay, I remember here.
It's that
This is-
direction.
This is where I punched that dude, isn't it?
This is where you punched a very bad dude. So you're good.
I don't regret it.
I don't regret watching it. It was very fun. My only
Good thing
regret
Egan's
is I
not
didn't
here.
get to punch him. What?
Agab. I said it. Let's
Sorry,
go. Let's move on.
All right.
We make our way up to the City Watch post.
Mm-hmm. You see two guardsmen, two watchmen, standing outside of the outpost. Master Torek, Lady Christina,
Just Christina.
just Christina. We didn't know your
Torek,
stand.
first of all, how fucking dare you? Second of all, I appreciate that so much about you.
I got you. And I go for the fist bump.
Christina just like taps the top of his head. Yeah. That's enough. Don't push your luck.
Master Torek, what are you doing here?
Oh, I've got some prisoners for you.
Who's that?
Oh,
And they point to the slumped over individual on the back of your 9-foot tall wonder horse, Matilda.
Christina, what's this guy's name? I don't do remembering very well.
He's an employee of.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. We should probably say this
Yep.
inside.
We should go inside for this conversation for sure.
Oh, yeah, come, and like one of them leaves the post to come with you.
I take both of them on one shoulder once we get closer, like both of the sad saps.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're taken inside where you see the sergeant that the newly minted sergeant of the outpost, the fella that had spoken to you those days before, whose name I'm the worst with names. I am so incredibly bad. Yeah. Brendan, what's his name?
I don't actually have it written down. I just had the stuff written down about the one who was bad.
Oh, we love that. Okay, well,
Yeah.
he has a new name. His name is going to be Sergeant Hawk.
Sergeant
Oh, I
Hawk.
like that. That's
Mhm.
good.
This is
Uh,
Staff Sergeant Hawk of the North Ward City Watch.
Torek, you're back so soon.
Hey, yeah. We had a bit of a tiff with some, and I look around, make sure we're inside.
You are within the smoking, drinking room within the watch, now turned into like a proper break room for the watchmen.
Oh yeah, so these guys are Xanathars.
Oh,
Agents of the Eye, for sure.
Yeah, and they tried to kill us and take all of our things. That didn't
They
happen.
work for the cell leader, Agnes the Blade, if that name means anything to you.
he sort of looks off for a second, and it doesn't ring a bell, but I'll put out a line to my contemporaries in the dock, and we'll see what they bring up.
About that, your contemporary in the dock, Staff Sergeant Atmos, there's something going on with him. I would not trust him as far as I could throw him.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know if the Eye have their hands in him, or if someone has their hands in him that wants the Eye there.
Do you have to say it like that?
Yeah,
Well,
that's
But,
that's really uncomfortable.
yeah, but no, I understand what you're saying. That's all right. So You're saying Staff Sergeant Atmos?
Atmos.
Atmos and I were at the academy together. What's he been up to? What are you talking about?
I have no idea, but when we were, he stopped us on
Yeah.
our way out of the dock ward, and he immediately made us go back and was like brought us back to the crime scene and was like asking us a bunch of invasive questions, and he just gave me the weirdest gut. Like the vibes were totally off. You know what I mean?
I understand. Atmos was supposed to be in the he was slated to join the city guard, or sorry, the city navy. He was going to be he had big dreams to be like a ship captain. And now he's.
Theory.
I knew that he had done his stint in the watch, but he shouldn't be guarding gates anymore.
So I have a thought. I've got it figured out.
Yeah.
So I think that someone in the Xanathars has something on him that's keeping him from climbing any higher. That's my money.
Do you have anything to back that up? Do you have any evidence?
Oh no.
Okay.
Just a guess.
No, that's okay. But that's
not a guess, a gut feeling.
You got that just by looking at him?
Well, it was the way that he wanted to be overly helpful about this and clean it up without it getting outside the dock ward.
We notified him what we wanted to do. We were like, hey, we know some people up in North Ward that we trust with this. We want to take it to them and make sure that that things are going to be properly taken care of. And he was really against that.
Okay.
For what it's worth, I had to work a little mojo to get him to let us go. It was that serious.
Okay. Though I don't like broad generalizations. I don't, but the dock watch, they take care of their own. That's a tough nut to crack. They deal with the worst of the worst as far as the city watch goes, and that's gonna be a tough one. But I'll put my ear to the ground and I'll see what I can.
I'm gonna keep an eye out as well.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, for sure. I'll. Okay.
I grew up in the Blushing Mermaid, so I've seen.
Oh, hey, how's Gertrude?
Yeah. She's doing great.
I bet she is.
Uh-huh.
All right, tell her I said hi.
Yeah, we'll do, of course.
Okay, so what do you want me to do with this guy?
Process him.
Yeah, like this is his first stop. Like we're.
Yeah, no, I think. Holy shit!
I think somebody's cat is having a bad time.
Attack.
Uh-huh. All right, I can do that for you. I can get him through the system. I can get his name in. What's his name? You said it was.
We got a name.
It was Ton Borgir.
Yeah.
Borgir. So this one, and I point at the guy who's making the music with making the magic with his mouth. Don't let him talk.
Jaw is broken.
Yeah, he can. He can sling spells.
Okay. Then
if I had to hazard a guess, he's a bard, but
his jaw is very broken.
His name was Gavin O'Toole.
Gavin O'Toole.
Gavin's mouth is broken.
He was the ringleader of the little operation that kind of tried to fuck with us, but he works for Agnes the Blade.
Okay. That's a tough one. We're not really suited to keep. He's gonna have to be sent elsewhere.
All right, this guy though.
I can keep
fights like 3 men.
All right. Well, he can sit in a cell, and he can fight with his demons. Is what he can do. That's exactly what he can do. Because I'm not. Yeah, we're not going to tussle with him. He's going to get fed. He's going to get dealt with, and then he's probably going to be sent off to an oubliette. This guy Gavin, that's a tougher one. You might have
normally do with magic criminals.
well, we'll send him to the Blackstaff Tower or a Gyron's Tower. We'll send him somewhere where they can be properly dealt with. I listen. I'm not a fan of this, but they did get sent to the heirs of Hallister some time ago for, to be dealt with.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so do you know who the heirs of Hallister are?
No.
Okay, the heirs of Hallister is it's an academy in Underground. It's run by supposedly a giant scorpion mage. That's the sort of next in line for Hallister Blackcloak, and he runs this academy. And well, they would do what jealous, maniacal mages do best.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I can't know because.
Well, none of us really know. We just know they aren't ever seen again.
That's bad.
I don't make those choices, which is why we try to send them to Blackstaff or we try to send them to a Gyron's, but the worst of the worst, they go underground.
Okay. Here. Wait. Can I wake him up real quick?
I mean, I can wake him up.
Oh, yeah, you wake him up.
He reaches into a pouch. He pulls out a little jar with a cork in it, a little pot, like a little clay pot. He opens it up, and you guys kind of get like a little pissy whiff of like ammonia salts, and he just like wafts that underneath his nose and claps it back on. He's like, huh? What happened? What are you doing to me?
Good morning. Do you have any preferences where you will be sent for journey?
Right to your mother's house. You fuck. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, yes. Where? Can you do this? It hurts. And he's like obviously in like a pretty tremendous amount of pain.
All right. I will use. I have 6 points of lay on hands. So
okay.
I will use 5 to kind of help mend his jaw a little bit.
Okay, like crack it. Ugh.
Hey.
Oh.
You doing
Oh,
okay?
hey. Oh no.
Right. That's okay.
That hurt. That hurts like a son of a bitch.
So here's the thing. Good morning. Glad you're awake. We didn't kill you. I don't want you to die.
Well, me neither.
All right, great. Glad we're on the same page. Where would you like to go for prison?
You're putting me in the in the slammer.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
The other guy said that he would rather die than go to prison. And I tried to cut a deal with him, and he was very rude about it.
Well, tons of 9 pounds of shit in a 3-pound sack. He's a real fucking piece of work. I can, yes. Me own pick. I'd say, oh fuck. Athkatla. Yep. Down in Athkatla. Yep.
Can I make
Do
an
I know where
insight
that
check,
is?
Aaron?
Player broke his jaw.
Sure, yeah, you can make it an insight check. Do whatever you want.
All right. What the fuck? Why would he want to go to Athkatla?
So you get the feeling that, like, for whatever reason, he wants to go to Athkatla. He's got to have like connections there, or he thinks it's far enough away that maybe he can bust out, or there's no good reason to go to Athkatla for prison.
All right. I just look at him and I'm like, You think you're being slick, but everyone in this room knows that you can cast magic, and that means that your prison options are vastly reduced.
What do you mean? It's what do you can send me to the regular prison. That'd be fine. Or
I know that you can make yourself invisible.
Wait, he didn't
I-
actually ever do that.
I didn't do it.
That's true.
I didn't do
Can I-
that.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I knew what he was going to cast?
A little late.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right, strike that from the record. Listen, I know that you can cast magic, my guy, and that means there's one of 3 options here in Waterdeep. Sergeant Hawk, remind me of the 3 options again.
He's like, listen here, you little shit. You can go to a Gyron's tower. You can head to Blackstaff's, or you can go. Now, this is only if you're a naughty little baby. You can go to the heirs of Hallister. Where do you want to go? These fellas, who I owe a tremendous favor, are making the choice for me, because if it were up to me, and he gets real close, he's like, an agent of the eye like yourself would be going right to fucking Undermountain with the rest of your hideous organization.
Can I roll an insight check on Hawk to see if he's just playing bad cop?
Yeah, go ahead.
18.
Bad cop, baby.
Incredible.
Thank goodness.
Gavin looks up. I'm gonna. It's maybe a guidance. It's the oldest and the most esteemed. I'll be taking that one.
All right, cool. Glad we got that sorted out. Now, so my name is Torek. Just thought you should know. My name is Torek. As you can see, I shown the shield with the big House Argentum crest on it. House Argentum, if you ever need anything or you have something to offer, we would be more than glad to have a chat.
What if I said to you, you and you, that myself, information about the Xanathars. What if I said that? And then you gave me a reduced sentence.
I look at Hawk. Is that something we could talk about?
That might be something we can talk about.
All right, it might be something we could
Depends
talk
on how juicy the information is.
Depends on if it's anything juicier than we got out of your friend under a zone of truth spell.
Oh fuck! Ton don't know shit. He knows like Aggie, and he knows like that we have a safe house, but like who the fuck don't know that the safe house is over on Sword Street, and that we do our business out of there. But like, who gives a fuck? I can give you a real fucking dirt. We're talking locations of storehouses. We're talking who and where we've got agents that are not of the organization that we've greased the palms of. We can give you that. And what if I told you that there's a couple of you hoity-toity fucking nobles up right at the very top that are one of us?
Can I make an insight check again, Aaron? Is he full of shit?
I would also like to make this insight check because I'm
Sure.
What's your insight? I was
it's
gonna say
only
I'll give. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll give you the help action if yours is better, but mine is better. So.
Oh!
At 20, baby.
You read some like micro ticks in his eyes and his.
I go full changeling mind reading without even casting
definitely,
detect thoughts.
definitely some like preternatural ability to like sense deception.
Mhm.
You get like the quaver in his voice and stuff. He was talking a lot of shit and probably like quite full of it when he was talking about the noble houses. He doesn't have any idea about that, but he might know a couple of planted men within within the echelons of the city. That he would absolutely know. You can tell. He knows that there's a couple of paid off individuals.
Yeah, so people who aren't part of the Eye but work.
As far as storehouses and stuff are concerned, like there's less accountability when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like storehouses could have moved. Noblemen could have been, they could just lie to you or hide their intentions. There's a couple of people that are planted throughout Waterdeep that you're pretty fucking sure that this guy knows about.
That seems like good information, right, Christina?
Yeah,
it
it
seems like
certainly
something we
does.
would want to know.
Aaron, I'm going to use my telepathy ability on Staff Sergeant Hawk.
Yep.
So he just feels a little, and then all of a sudden he can hear the Christina's voice in his head. He's like, "Hey!"
Out loud, he's like, "Wow, what the fuck?"
Relax, it's me. I'm talking in your head. Just like winks at him.
Yeah. Gavin looks up. He's
Hey,
like, "You got
Are
a
you
fucking
okay, Sergeant? Are
you
you doing all
got
right?
a spider in your fucking helmet?" And
I just say, very
Hawk's like, "I'm
serious-
fine."
I just say, Hawk, can I trust you with some really big shit right now?
Yeah. I mean, bigger than a doppelganger cult that had to be put down underneath my own guard post. Is it like that big? Because that was real big, and I'm kind of trusting you guys with that.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can trust us with that. So I'm going to trust you with the fact that I'm a member of the Harpers. And if you get me those names of the people that he's talking about, because he's not full of shit about the people that work for the Eye throughout the city, and if you can get me those names, we can make that problem either work for us or get solved very quickly.
Like the Harpers.
The Harpers.
I can. Yeah. No, I can. Yeah. Okay. So what do we put the screws to this guy? To tell us about the planted agents? Is that
the
what
planted?
we're doing?
He's full of shit about the nobility. There's nobody in the fucking nobility that's stooping themselves to work with the Eye that this guy knows about. He's full of shit. And as far as the safe houses go, that's a little fucking nebulous. They can move them around as they see fit. They can maybe somebody realizes that we got to him and they move their shit around and we don't find anything. But the agents that they have that aren't actually a part of the Eye but work for them, that he's telling the truth about, and that's incredibly valuable information because those people are incredibly valuable to that organization. And if we can flip them, turn them, make them work for somebody who wants good for the people of Waterdeep without the Eye ever realizing, then we're cooking with gas.
All right, how do we get out of them?
Torek can cast a Zone of Truth spell, but we have to make this guy think that he's given up his people willingly. Because if the Eye find out that he's giving them up either way, then they're gonna fucking do what they do to people who turn their back on them. But if we can make them think, if we make him think that he needs to fucking skip town, get to Athkatla like he suggested, as long as we get that information first before he leaves town, then we have assurances he won't come back because the Eye will want him dead for betraying them.
Okay, so we get Torek to cast the zone, and then we just put the boots to him. Like we just make him talk.
Yeah, absolutely. And
okay,
as soon as we get what we need out of him, I don't know if Torek has enough juice left to cast that spell today, is the issue. That's why we're going to need to keep him at Agairon's tower. Okay. And we're going to have to come back to him, find out what we need, and then we have to put the word out on the street that he fucking rolled on the Xanathars and give him enough time to get out of town. Because as much as this guy's a piece of shit working for the Eye, it's a fate that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy for somebody to turn on that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the deal.
It's been quiet for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna cut you a deal, but you got to give us all the information you got.
Oh, what do you mean?
Christina
think-
turns and looks at him. Listen, I only see a couple ways out of this for you, because if you roll on the Xanathars, you and I both know what's going to happen there.
Oh,
One of them is going to get to you, but with the resources of the noble house Argentum, you could probably get out of the city after. We could be persuaded to help you get out of the city in exchange for the information on the contractors you were talking about, the agents that aren't exactly part of the organization but work for it.
why? Couldn't. I got to be honest with you, lads. You kinda got me bollocks right in a vice grip. So I'm gonna say to you this: I'm gonna give you I'm gonna be giving you the information, and you can promise me that I'll be walking out. I'll do. For as long as a year and a day. I'll do, and then you come, so Torek and this one, you come, Christina, lovely name, lass, love
Thank
it.
you.
I will say, you come, you grab me out to the clink, and we walk out of the gates of Waterdeep, and I'm on my merry way. Because if I stick around in town, the Xanathars are going to probably skin me alive and
Yes,
throw me into the seawater. So
that's exactly what we're talking about right now.
all right, what do you want to know?
We need the names of those people you mentioned, because I know you're full of shit about the nobility.
Wait, what?
Okay, well, you don't. You don't know that. That's a stretch.
Very
That's a stretch, and I find it insulting that you would say that. But in the interest of preserving your humility, I will
sure.
I will acquiesce the point, and ye can know the names of the agents that have been planted. That I, Gavin O'Toole, I'm aware of. So, how's about ye can start with. So, are ye familiar with the Dripping Dagger?
I'm
The fest hall.
Fest Hall in the Dock Ward, right?
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
All right. So, the Dripping Dagger, it has shipments that are brought to it probably about 3 to 4 times a week. It's supposed to be like pheasant and a collection of cheeses. Now, that is not the case. It's acids and lockpicks and other components for members of the Eye. Now, it is a chef that collects these and disseminates them amongst the different patrons that come in ordering certain things. So there's number one. Number two,
I know the chef's name.
Oh no. I can tell you that he's the only chef there, as far as I know. And I can tell you that within the castle ward, there is a collection of beggars, street urchins that go around and they collect a whole bunch of information for us. Whose pockets fat that they perhaps if there is a shipment going through, a bunch of ragamuffins that are placed throughout the place throughout. So there's two. And I might as well just drop the bomb. Staff Sergeant Atmos down in the dock ward. Him and his entire post have been in our pocket for the better part of, I'd say, 3 years now, since he became a member of the Watch. And that
Wait,
is because
how is he in your pocket? Are you paying him, or do you have something on him?
So we pay him because the
Gosh.
Watch, and he looks at Hawks, because the Watch don't pay shit. I got to be honest with you. The band barely has enough to eat. And second of all, we have him pretty well pitched. And that's mostly due to the fact that when he was applying to become a naval guard, and this isn't exactly the most, it isn't the worst crime on the planet, but he was planning on taking a ship and sailing it right out of Deepwater Harbor and heading down to Calimport, and he was going to become a privateer of some sort, pirate. He had all of the people. So he and he had about 6, 7 individuals that were going to perform this operation with him, and they got caught. He didn't, because we had our eyes on the entire operation. Sergeant Hawks was supposed to be the boat captain, and we thought, well, having some schmuckhead in a position of power within the watch rather, was going to be advantageous to our entire operation. So we sit now on top of his head, and we sort of, this, that, the other thing, people, merchandise are filtered through. The dock ward has probably, within the past 3 years, seen quite the fucking increase of illicit goods coming through his gates. On top of that, our people move a little bit more freely between the dock ward and the trade ward. I can't speak to the rest of the operation. We are just one cell. But that son of a bitch has been letting us through for the better part of, fucking 3 years.
If it helps, he's a really good turncoat. He tried really hard to get you and Tun here into his custody.
All right, no, for sure. If I were you, I'd go and find out exactly what he's going to be up to in the next little bit. Because if he let us through and I'm spilling the beans on him, then he's probably, you remember when I was saying that I was going to be flayed alive and thrown into the sea. Well, I have a bad feeling that Mr. Atmos, he's probably going to be next in line. If I'm missing for too long, Agnes the Blade is going to go in and he's going to knock on his guard door, and when he doesn't have the answers that she wants, it's likely going to devolve into,
Atmos fucked up, and the price is on his head now.
Christina, we have to save him.
I'm thinking that he's probably going to be salted alive, and perhaps left to the gulls, or she might just turn him into jelly. She could have Big Bad Wallace just mash him with a hammer. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but he's probably, for lack of a better term, with absolutely no verbosity whatsoever, he's probably fucked.
Christina, we have to make sure that Atmos doesn't die.
I know.
Okay.
Would the information that he was charmed getting out help his case at all?
Oh no, he's fucked. I mean, you can say that you charmed him. You could go to Agnes yourself and say, "Oh no, you're a wee lad. He said that that he wanted to collect him and yada yada yada." And then I casted me fucking magic on him, and he said, "Oh well, you could just come through anyway." Well, no, that's a failure. Magic is in every goddamn aspect of our lives, and if you cannot, if you ain't got the brains to be a part of the operation, then well, unfortunately, you get the poker.
It's seeming more and more like we might have to deal with this Thieves Guild cell. That's
Well,
unfortunate.
I I do have to tell you, as a man that has been pinched and is going to prison on behalf of the Xanathar Thieves Guild, we're really just a bunch of cocksuckers. We're just the worst of the worst. We cannot be trusted. We kill, we steal, we rob, we take advantage of the elderly. We beat people that do not deserve it. We're cutting purses and throats. As far as all of ye are concerned, Xanathar is real. He's a fucking big, many-eyed beastie right in the bowels of this city. It is not just a moniker. He is actually the eye, and he's a big fucking loser. And you know what? I only saw him but the one time, and he said to me, he looks me in my eyes when I was with Agnes, and he says to me, "Don't touch my goldfish." So I have to tell you, he's a real fucking piece of work. And if you're going after the cell, then you might as well go all the way to the top and you poke out every one of his fucking eyes and you say, "Gavin O'Toole's doing this to you, and you're a son of a bitch."
Gavin, since you're kind of fucked,
Thoroughly.
I'm just throwing this out here. Do you want to come work for me?
Oh, does working for you mean that I don't have to go and be locked away in a magical prison where I'm probably underfed, beaten, and kept behind bars for, a very long length of time?
Yes, but
And I would love... No, say
here's
no
the
more.
but.
Say
Here's
no
the
more.
but. If you try to get out of this arrangement, my friend, the little green one, Lady Pixie of House Argentum.
Oh, I've heard of her. She's
And
the one that...
also,
Well, she cut off, what's his nose's...
Justinius.
No.
Oh,
There was
other one?
there was one before that. She's got the penchant for the removing digits. And
Anyways.
not that I need them for my magics. I have gotten fairly used to having all of them.
But she will cut out your tongue. And that's not a
Tongue?
threat from me. That's not a threat from me. That's just, if you try to bounce on this deal, Christina will hunt you down, Pixie will cut out your tongue. And I won't be allowed to be involved because, well, I'd feel bad.
I'm already on board. I cannot make it any more clear. I do not want to go to prison. I think that would be probably the worst move for me. I don't want to spend a year within a guidance tower. They're probably going to poke and prod me. I'm in. What do I have to do?
I will say at this point, Aaron, through the telepathic connection with Sergeant Hawk, hey, Hawk, I can pull some mojo where I draw a memory out of your brain that we can keep, and if he does anything, we put it directly into the hands of anyone in this city who will spread it, and the problem will solve itself. It's not ideal, but if we take this opportunity to put him back exactly where he was, not only do we get to save Atmos, who I know you went to the academy with, and they have his fucking balls in a vice, and we got to make sure that Agnes the Blade doesn't do anything to him. I know it sounds crazy, but if we put this motherfucker right back where he came from, with the understanding that if he does anything fucking, we let it slip, that he rolled on 3 of their biggest people in the dock ward. How does that feel?
That feels like you are the most fucking terrifying person that I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, and I just put out my hand to Gavin.
Oh, Torek, I know that you've said that you're none too bright, but I have to tell you, my hands are tied behind me back.
Right, sorry.
So,
Christina, could I borrow your dagger?
would you mind?
I pull one out.
Okay, and then I put the blade, I lean forward, and I actually, let my big arms droop down to the back of his hands, and I look him dead in the eyes, and I let all of the growth that Torek has been through, and I just let out the pit fighter, and I glare him dead in the eyes, and I go, "Do not betray me."
You see, you're looking him in his eyes, and you see staring back at you a man that has seen all of the horrors of the Dock
Oh, I
War,
love this
that has come through all of it with a sense of humor and playful outlook on crime and skullduggery and everything. And he looks you deep in your eyes, and he just reaches out just ever so slightly, pokes his head forward, and gives you a kiss on your nose. And he says, "Oh, you're cute when you're angry."
And Torek fully just starts to giggle, like in the room, and then cuts him free. He's like, I really, really like you a lot.
He's like, "Great, because all my other friends might as well be hired assassins trying to kill me." Which, to be honest, after we've had this little bit of discourse, they are. So, thank you for freeing me. What in the fuck do I have to do for you?
Torek,
What?
you know what I can do and what proof I can make of this situation right here in this room right now, right?
Sure, yeah. You can pull out memories. I've got one, and I pull out a vial of Christina's memories. I don't remember what it is.
Mm-hmm. Now that he's seen that, we're going to let him go right back where he was.
You're gonna...
You're going to go right back to doing exactly what it was you were doing, but you work for us now. And if anything...
Oh, no, that's worse than prison. I've got to say.
Will they find out that you rolled?
Oh, almost assuredly. I've got to tell you. Between you and me and so Torek and our lovely Sergeant Hawk, they do very routine loyalty tests. There's that big bad orbular motherfucker down in the sewers. He is the most paranoid person I've ever met. The cells, they do dead drops for almost all of their assignments. And I think that
at this point you're made
and show up with Dun. They're gonna come and look for Dun. And if they weren't looking, I feel like I was going to be safe within a guidance tower. But this little guard outpost, the Xanathars are gonna come up to the window and they're gonna speak to Dun, and they're gonna know that I turned.
I've got another proposition, Christina, if you will allow me.
Sure.
Smuggle for us.
Smuggle for you.
Be our own personal smuggler. You've got the skill set. Come on, I see what that silver tongue can do.
Oh, no, for sure. But what am I smuggling? And
people out of the city.
I'm sorry.
We're smuggling people out of the city.
Torek, you're a big, lovable oaf, but I do have to tell you, if you're going to get me leaving the city, I'm probably just going to leave too.
Oh.
Yeah.
The second anyone finds him in town after this gets out,
I mean,
he's in incredible danger the second he sets foot in the city.
I mean, I cannot be leaving the city. If I come back, I'm doing anything without you guys. I mean, I can do a little bit of clandestine work for you, but at the end of the day, I do need your protection. I can't be doing a hell of a lot on my own. Because,
in that case, why don't you come back to House Argentum? And as long as you pinky swear not to steal from us, you can just like hang out, sing some music. I don't know, come help out when we need your help on a job.
Oh yeah,
You sing?
That thing. Oh well, I'm more of an orator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, stories if you like, for sure.
Stories and jokes and jabs and jibes. And I find that I made such a bad joke about a man's shriveled ball sack the one day that he just up and died. And well, I just thought, that's a funny coincidence. No, it turns out it's not. It's fucking magic, and I can kill men with insults. So that's kind of my deal. And Christina was right. I can turn invisible. So here's the thing. I'm a master of disguise. I truly am. I can hang out in your little manor. I don't mind eating your fancy food and drinking your fancy drinks. But at the end of the day, I do want to be heading down to the dock board with the rest of my companions. And I'm thinking that, what I can do best for you, not to sell myself to you, I'll do what you ask. But I'm thinking the best thing that I can do for you is, well, like you said, I can smuggle with the best of them, but I don't really want to be taking people outside the town because it's like, oh, well, Gavin O'Toole's taking people out to the city and they know what he looks like. And as it turns out, one of these smuggled people has family back in the dockboard. And, it goes on and on and on. And I don't want to make the rest of my career here with you to be about people and moving people around. I don't want there to be a big, oh, Gavin O'Toole, he's such a good gent. He's just, he's getting people out of the city that need to get out there, keeping them safe. No, because that gets back pretty well quick to the impoverished down in the dock ward. But if you need weapons, horses, goods, whatever you need, moved from one district to the other, I can throw on a little bit of a wig, powder my nose a little bit, dress myself up real dainty and nice, and I can take whatever you like to wherever you like, and no one will be the wiser. A mover.
That sounds great. That sounds really helpful.
Yes.
Well, before this whole mugging situation, we got these orders right from Agnes, right?
She really boned you, man.
Well, no. You know what? Agnes is a terrible person. I'm not too unlike myself as of a day ago, but she was, she wasn't the best. But she did give good jobs. It just turns out that there was 8.5 feet of solid fucking steel with a goddamn thunder and hammer waiting for us behind the fucking door. So yeah, no, you can't really account for that. There's a big strapping paladin waiting behind the door for you. And when you're going to be trying to kill and take all the gold and the gubbins for yourself, he's just going to basically turn those powders around and he's going to make you fucking ache in your guts. No. I was not prepared for that, and neither were me boys. So, and also, your nasty little goblin girl. Also, she cut one of me boys from eyeball to arsehole, and it took her all of about 3 seconds. So, no, you got some nasties in your crew, and that's why. The job wasn't sideways. It was just the fact that we didn't know what the fuck was on the other side of the door. Oh, absolutely. And that son of a bitch, that big automata fellow, he was poking holes in me boys like it was, like they were just cheese. And Christina, lovely lass, fantastic to meet you. I'm not entirely sure what you were doing that whole fight, but all of a sudden, all of my boys' noses were bleeding, and I have to say, people that are peeling out memories from other people, that might have been you, hey? Yeah. And
also, it's not a coincidence your invisibility didn't work.
Right. Yeah, that's nice too. Oh yeah, you just fucking counter it, eh? That's a son of a bitch. That's a son of a bitch. And I have to tell you, Torek, you're big, you're strong, you're hammered, very big, very girthy. But I have to tell you, the one with the axe.
Oh yeah. I know, they're terrifying, right?
They made me fucking nervous. And I mean
it's
it.
The
and
dead
you see,
eyes.
and you
it's
see
the
that.
Dead eyes.
Well, because as soon as the fight was over, like before I was blacking out, I saw the kind of coldness seep away, and I've never really seen somebody do that. I've seen people our age. I've seen them get angry. I've seen hills folk come down off of the mountain and in a bloody, slathering, manic anger strike down an entire troop of men. That one's something different, and I don't know what it is, but to go completely cold like that and just chop down so many men and start zipping around, it's preternatural. Something's wrong. Something's wrong.
I wanted an arm wrestle, so I'm kind of used to it now.
You want them, and you're like twice their size.
Okay, yeah, but like, it was a hard-fought win. Technically, it was a draw.
Okay.
Anyways, you work for us now. That's great.
Yeah.
We've got your back now. Those
Honestly-
people, those scary people, are now your friends. How do you
Oh,
feel?
honestly, I'm just happy that I'm not going to prison. That's about the best part of my day. I'll work for you, whatever you're doing. I can't go back to the Xanathars. That's pretty much a wash. I
Do
cannot
you
leave.
think the Xanathars finding out you're in a Gyron's tower and then you getting out of a Gyron's tower would be safer?
Do you remember the part where I said that you folk were going to escort me out to Waterdeep after I served my sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was to sort of smooth that little bit over, because I was pretty sure once they found out that I was there, they were either going to try to bust in there and, fucking spike me soup and make me keel over in cell, or they were going to get me. They were going to fucking poke me on my way down to the dock ward to get out of Deepwater Harbor, or they were going to get me at the gates and they were going to, slash my horse down and cut me throat or whatever. So no, we're really. I'm pretty thrilled that y'all have kept me out of prison. And Hawk speaks up for a second and says, "This guy fucking talks a lot."
I know. But
Can I make an insight check, Aaron?
Yeah.
Is he actually intending to work for us?
Yeah, you're pretty sure.
All right.
Given all of the options, I mean, he could make a run for it, but if he makes a run for it, he's also not your problem.
True.
So it's kind of, unless he's really looking to cause you harm and fuck you up or whatever and backstab you or anything like that. It depends. You don't know if he's got a vindictive streak in him or not, and you're not entirely sure what his motives are at the moment, other than he didn't want to go to fucking prison. That's for sure.
So Hawks, you're okay with this, right? Witness, the amount of information he gave you, we take him away from you. This is all kosher. I just want to make sure you're okay with it.
Torek, at this point, my friend, I don't think it's really in my hands. I owe you guys the world. If you think this is the best thing to do with this ne'er-do-well, then I'm gonna just trust you. You put down a demon in my basement. You've saved me. I trust you guys. Law be damned. Would I have had this guy processed? Sure, but again, we have bigger proverbial fish to fry. There's still things amok that are beyond my ken, and I'm really just here to help.
Well, thank you.
Well,
And
we'll
as far
leave
as
the other one here with you because he's not gonna. First of all, he didn't know any of this, and second of all, if we turn him out on the street, he's probably just gonna try and do something stupid and fight and die.
Right.
All right, Gavin. You said you're a master of disguise. Does that hold true?
No, I'm pretty well one of the best that there is. I got to tell you. You give me a disguise kit. I need my makeups. I need the grease paint. Give me some charcoal. Some wigs. Some turn change clothes. Ones that you just rip off, and then there's another suit. I can put on
this is
prosthetics.
Good.
Waxes the gold. Throw nose.
Gavin, stop talking. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. See what you could rummage around from around here to put yourself so no one will notice you and you can ride back with us.
If
Christina just pulls out the stuff. I'm gonna check real quick and make sure that I have a disguise kit, but no, actually I don't have one because I don't need it.
So because you don't need it. Well, I do not think that I can find what I need within the prison. I do got to be honest with you.
We'll get you a traveler's cloak. We'll get you something to just keep you undercover.
Well,
here's what we're gonna do.
Honestly, just throw a fucking burlap sack over my head until we get back to the manor. Whatever whatever your house is.
Yeah, that's great. Here,
I'll
pretend you're unconscious.
He's like,
guys, we're thinking way too hard.
I got him.
Christina just walks up, and my freebie once per day, Aaron, I'm gonna cast invisibility on him.
Oh, how long does that last?
Concentration up to an hour. Plenty of
time.
time.
Yeah, plenty of time. You guys are like 3 blocks away. So
yes.
Okay. He's like,
hey.
That's
how you do it, Gavin.
You were
Come
right.
on.
Yeah. You're good at what you do. You're only half. And then you guys hear like the pitter patter of footsteps sprinting for the door.
Yeah.
And then you guys hear like tiptoes coming back. It's like, I'm just fucking with you. Let's go.
Christina smiles and walks out the door with him.
All right, I guess we're taking Gavin back to House Argentum.
Get a new House
I like how
Argentum
you
member,
guys
guys.
didn't even consider how fucking furious your head of house is going to
Oh
be.
no, Torek
Can we stop
considered it
for a
and
minute?
chose
Let's-
that it was okay.
Wait. Smash cut. We're now with Briggs.
I gotta say something.
You can say something.
Close to 1,000 gold pieces on an invention that may or may not work. And she's yelling at these two for bringing some random.
Okay.
The guy that tried to kill us.
All right,
Oh,
so
come on.
House Argentum
He
is
did.
so fucked.
he did.
House Argentum's done. Briggs needs another.
All right.
The new house.
So we smash cut now to Briggs.
No.
Nah.
Okay, so Briggs has left town. He got back on his ship.
Yeah, all right.
He's like, wow, these guys are fucked. And he just gives. How good's your accent? Because you can play Gavin if you really want. All right, so no, the Fields of Glory are before Briggs. You see before you the gigantic marble pillars that are the sort of like Colosseum of the Fields of Glory. Gigantic etched pillars reaching towards the sky, banners of esteem and combative glory, lauded figures of myth and legend upon these fields, carved into stone statuaries, lining the promenade leading up to the very front, gigantic vomitorium that leads into the actual fields themselves. And to either side at the ends of the entrance, you see sort of booths that are for like registering and buying tickets. And there's a little bit of a portcullis that's behind them, not allowing any entry at the moment. You see beyond the portcullis within the fields, people training, folks running laps, sparring in the middle of the fields with wooden weapons, or there's spell duels going on. These big auras of arcane energy enveloping them to keep the match safe and secure. What does Briggs do as he sees the two registrars?
He's gonna whisper to himself, real circle jerk of a place this is, and I'm gonna go up, get in line. And,
Story cat.
Sorry, cat. What's up, Squish? I will be going up to one of them. Ahoy there!
Yes, sir. What is your business here at the fields today? You see a human man with a set of, well, it seems human, with a set of horns spiraling backwards off the top of his head. Other than that, normal human appearance. He's wearing clerical garb, very mundane, sort of peasants, or not peasants apparel, a clerk's apparel, white robes, a couple of tabard tassets coming down. What can we do for you today, sir?
Me and my compatriots have been, I suppose, challenged to one of your ship combats. Your fine dome, and I'm not sure what that entails.
Oh, you've been volunteered.
I have, yes.
So, unfortunate for yourself if you weren't willing, but yeah, of course. And he like pulls out this pamphlet. After rifling through for a couple of moments, he's like, "This is all the rules and regulations for the ship event. It's going to be taking place in 9 days from now." Yeah, everything you should need to know is within there. Have you already been registered? Do you need to register? Do you have a day? Do you have a ship's name? All of these things are all I need to get more information.
It would be a duel between House Argentum and House Margaster.
House Argentum and House Margaster. House Margaster has entered a ship every single year against different opponents. All right, let me pull you up.
Easy dub.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Right here. House Margaster is to go against. So you guys are going to be the third bout of the day, and after we flood the fields, we're going to have the first bout, then the second, and then the third, which is between yourself and House Margaster. We have a ship registered, a keel boat registered under House Margaster, the Dark Star, and do you have a ship registered? I don't have anything here.
I'm working on it.
All right. Do you know? Okay. No, I understand. It's a little strange, but I mean, if you have it all together, is there anything else that you needed?
Nay, that be all.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing the bout. House Margaster has been undefeated for the past 10 years.
That's what I was afraid of.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're quite the force to be reckoned with. I'm surprised. And you've just been volunteered?
I get volunteered for a lot of things I'm not into.
All right. Well, good luck, Mr.
Briggs.
Briggs, yes. Good luck, sailor. And he goes back to filling out a little bit of clerical work.
I tip my hat. I'm going to turn around. Yeah, I guess I gotta head back to House Argentum, but I will rifle through this pamphlet to figure out what we signed up for.
Sure. So you're gonna go through. Like, do you just read it as you go? It's literally like a trifold pamphlet.
Yeah, I basically obviously I know we're going up against a keel boat, so that's probably what I need to find. And
yeah, so the
yada.
The pamphlet basically says the first page is just an informational, like, welcome to the Fields of Glory, da 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 da, and then the second page is your typical, like, this is the event, this is the day, this is the time. And then the third page has all of your informationals, all your rules. No killing of your opponents. The ship is to be a keel boat, no bigger. Any size ship may be brought up to that size, including, like, it goes through like a couple of, it's like canoe, catamaran, keel boats. Like, it does say, like, small ships can be entered, and any vessel that's water faring. Then it says no submersible vessels. And it says no. Yeah, it already said no slaying of your opponents. No fire is to be used due to the incendiary nature of most ships' designs. It has led to too many accidents in the past. Otherwise, all opponents upon the ship must be incapacitated or thrown overboard. Competitors that are thrown overboard of the ship are considered out of the event and are no longer allowed to help their compatriots. That's the only rules.
Oh, so we can board each other's oh, okay, that's fine.
Yep, boarding, totally fine. Blowing holes in the ship to sink it, totally fine. As long as these attempts are not going to slay anyone on board, anything is on the table.
Neat. Yeah, we're gonna head back to House Argentum then, and I'm sure more people are gonna be there, and I'm gonna have to do a bunch of crying as to what I'm gonna discover when I get there.
Briggs just fills his tear reservoirs.
Yes. It slides open the little drawers.
Little eyedroppers, like this. We got sadness.
No. They're
I gotta
you just pop your eyebrows out, and that's where the trays are for where the tears go. And then
Yeah.
Briggs. No, I imagine Briggs is just low tech. He just takes a water skin and dumps it on his face.
This is sad.
Like, I'm so sad. Okay. All right. So
I dream of electric sheep.
yeah, that's right. I
All
do think that at this point, everybody's kind of conducted their business. Everyone kind of gets back together as they come back to the.
I want to
arch-
stop off at the Curious Past on my way back.
All right. The proprietress is there.
Yeah.
Christina.
You know what? Actually, this time I'm not going to go to the Curious Past. Ooh, no, I can't go to the dock ward right now. That's a terrible idea. I'm going to go to the Curious Past.
All right.
Wait, are you bringing me and Gav?
Are you bringing him and Gav?
No. I'm not telling you guys this yet. I'm like, go on ahead to the house. I'll be right behind you. I just need to stop in for a minute.
Am I gonna turn visible if
No.
you fuck off on me?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah. I think that's how that works, right, Aaron?
Uh,
Line of
How
sight,
do I maintain line of sight on someone who's invisible?
you don't need line. There isn't a distance. Gavin just doesn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, I cast that on myself and it works. Like,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, you head off to the Curious Past. The proprietress is there.
Mm-hmm.
Christina.
So I assume this is what's her name?
Uh,
Had it written down. Give me 1 second.
What's her name?
Yep. This will be Bronwyn Caradune. Right?
Bronwyn Caradune. There she is. Yep.
Yep. The proprietor of the Curious Past. So I'm going to pop in for a minute, and I'm just going to say, "Hey, Bronwyn, you got a second?"
For you, yeah, of course.
All right. Let's step into the back for a minute. It's a little more.
She puts a sign on the front of the clerical desk, says out for lunch, and then
Yep.
heads into the back with you.
All right. So I know I've been making these drops the whole time, and I assume you guys have been getting what's going on in the rest of the city.
We are aware, yes.
Yeah, okay. I figured. And I figure you're working your stuff from your ends as well. But I wanted to let you know that we turned a pretty significant agent of the eye today. Like a second in command to Agnes the Blade in the dock ward.
I don't really know how much Aggie has seconds, but
It's what's his name again? Fuck.
Gavin.
Gavin O'Toole. We flipped Gavin O'Toole, and he gave up some pretty serious intel on who I have under thumb in the dock ward.
all right.
So Christina's just going to go through and like outline what their operation looks like there, like the dripping dagger getting the shipments, but that are actually like acids, lockpicks, all that kind of stuff. The beggars and street urchins in the castle ward, and then also the fact that Staff Sergeant Atmos is like fully pitched and under thumb, and like the City Watch are corrupt in the dock ward.
Okay.
For certain.
Bronwyn pipes up when you talk about the urchins and the beggars.
Yeah.
It's like, son of a bitch, those are our urchins and beggars. All right.
Well, looks like they're working both sides then.
All right. That's troubling, but
Mm-hmm. Or they were never yours to begin with.
yeah, one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, let's play Atmos by ear.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
I don't know how much longer he's gonna last.
I'm
now
gonna
that they know.
I'll put a tail on him.
Perfect. Yeah,
And the second I hear something, you'll hear something.
that would be great. Because if we could get him if we could get him to Mom's
good
place.
man?
What's that?
Is he a good man?
The watch sergeant in the North Ward went to the academy with him, and I spoke well of him. And he's been under thumb for 3 years. Like, they have him pinched. There was nothing he could do. He wanted to take a ship and head down south to Calimport once he finished at the academy, but he wasn't the type to join the Eye. I don't know what kind of piracy, privateering, whatever the case may be, he was going to be into, but whatever he was going to do, he doesn't deserve what the Eye's about to do to him, or try to.
Okay. Yeah, no, well, we'll put eyes on him.
And if someone can get him into the Blushing Mermaid, Mom can take care of him. I'm sure.
If it comes to that, I'll rather than rush him off, I'll let you and yours go and try to handle it first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And
do you need anything from me?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm working on finding one of the doppelgangers right now.
Perfect.
But all I have now is speculation. We're at the second I know something, I'll tune you into it. But it's almost like they could be anyone at any time, and it's incredibly hard to find them.
I'm going to make an insight check right now.
What are you looking for?
Signs of being a doppelganger, the little pieces that are just missing, all that kind of stuff. Would that be perception and stuff?
Nothing. Insight can get the emotions and like the mannerisms and stuff like that, which sometimes can be just as telling.
Yeah.
Because usually they're near perfect copies.
Yes.
So yeah. No, she seems not compromised.
This is, as far as I know, this is Bronwyn. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. I just wanted to get that out of the way now because we gotta. The problems keep piling up while we try to focus on the doppelgangers. So it's good to have people to lean on.
Well, I think where you're digging is the right place. Like, if you're looking for doppelgangers, you can't tell me that they're not attached to the Eye somehow.
Oh yeah, 100%.
What's the biggest network?
They're either
of information brokers and skullduggery infiltrators in the entirety of the City of Splendors. If it's not the Xanathar Thieves Guild, it's the Shadow Thieves, and the Shadow Thieves don't exist on paper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
they're either working together or the doppelgangers are using the Eye for the
if
one or the other.
From what it seems like, I would almost imagine that they are just as infiltrated as anyone else, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, All
right. Well, thanks, Bronwyn. I appreciate it. And as always, if you need anything for
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just go.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
It's fine.
Okay, I will make my way out. And then I will rejoin everyone at the house after a couple minutes.
So you all sort of reconvene back at Argentum Manor. You sort of arrive at roughly the same time. Like, Torque's got time to take his armor off. Egan's got time to pour a drink or have a snack, whatever kind of thing. Pixie has time to whinge and moan about the fact that she only has one dagger and probably feels naked as a jaybird without the other one.
What do you mean? He gave me another dagger.
Oh, right,
That's true.
Oh, okay. Probably like, this one's not weighted like mine.
Yeah.
No,
it feels all wrong.
It's all wrong. Just like, listen, this one hasn't even cleaned my teeth. Like, it's barely even a weapon. But yeah, so before long, Relica comes down and out of a room and sort of gathers everybody together. She's like, "So what happened? Where you been? What's been going on?"
Is Gavin in the room?
Has it been an hour?
Like,
I'm not totally sure. He should be invisible, right?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say if it's been an hour, then the invisibility spell.
We could.
Yeah, but you can just break the spell by stop concentrating on it.
Yeah, but if he didn't say it, he didn't do it. So we can definitely I mean, it's probably been an hour, yeah, between all the travel. Yeah. So Gavin, as you guys are standing there, poofs, materializes in front of all of you.
I'll tackle him.
Whoa!
I will immediately
Oh,
draw my
I hug Gavin because I try to protect him from everyone else.
Egan gets a punch in, and feeds him one right to the guts, and he's like, "Oi, fuck! Hey, I'm with you now. You fuck off, hey."
Yeah, I'm holding him in a bear hug. I'm like, everyone, this is Gavin.
I broke that son of a bitch's jaw earlier.
Yeah, I fixed it, and now he works for us.
This sounds
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, no, I'm on the payroll now.
I'm gonna put Gavin down. No one hurt him.
Correct.
No one hurt me.
I still have the gun pointed at him.
I stand in between Briggs and Gavin, and Pixie and Gavin, and Egan and Gavin. I just put him in a corner, and I stand in front of him.
Torek, what the hell is this?
I brought home a new employee.
An employee.
He works for
one
us
that
now.
tried to kill us earlier.
He did try to kill us earlier, and he was doing.
All three of you need to know that this man just rolled an incredible amount of information about the Xanathars, and if anyone outside this building finds out that he's still alive and in Waterdeep, he'll be dead in maybe 24 hours.
Dead.
And violently depraved, skinned alive dead. Not even.
And that might happen to him if in this building.
No, it won't.
Torek,
What?
do you trust him?
I look back at Gavin.
He's like,
Unfortunately, yes.
Then move.
Are you gonna hurt him?
No.
Okay. I step out of the way.
Gavin holds his hands behind his back.
Pixie is going to walk up to Gavin, look up to him, pull her dagger.
He's like, you cannot have my fingers.
Put it to his crotch.
Whoa, Pixie.
No, it's fine,
And
Torek.
says-
It's bigger than a finger.
And says, "This is my house. This is my family. If one crumb in this place is ever out of place, I will start with your bits and I will take them slowly with a butter knife."
Pixie, it doesn't work
And
on him.
I would like to roll intimidation here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He's not scared of anything.
Where the fuck is my mouse? Hold on. There it is. $17.
Aye, lady. I do not plan on doing you no harm. I must admit, it's been a rather rough day for me. You're the big boy, Torek. He kept me out of the clink, and I do owe him for that. I got to admit, the Xanathars were a way out for me of a bad situation. I like the work besides the killing. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'll do it. So no, I do not plan on betraying you. I mean, besides, unless you give me a fucking reason. So no, I'm supposed to be your smuggler. Thanks for letting me in. I'm gonna eat your food. I'm gonna drink your drink. And I fully plan on, shoving things up me holes, I guess, to get them from point A to point B for you. I don't want. I'm not particularly of a mind that I want to
Stop talking.
I don't want to
He
backstab
talks
you.
a lot.
I don't want to
Stop.
backstab you.
You will do nothing for this house, in this house, including eat, without my permission.
Oh, Pixie, come on. Don't be a
Oric.
dick. Let the man eat.
You brought
He's
a
had rough
man into our
day.
house that tried to kill us earlier today.
And now he doesn't
I will
wanna
make the
kill us.
rules with him.
To be fair, we did bring Justinius into our house, and he did try to kill us the day before.
That's true. This is a habit we've got.
Who hasn't tried to
for
kill
some
us?
reason.
Half of our guards have tried to kill me, and then I brought them on. That's how it goes.
I'm kind of ignoring everybody. I'm staring directly into the eyes of this man.
Torek caught me setting someone up to die by one of the thieves' guilds. I could have done
Again,
that.
I'm
today.
still ignoring you guys. I am talking to Gavin. You will speak when spoken to.
Oh.
You will eat when I say you can eat. Until you prove yourself otherwise.
Oh.
Are you understood?
Yeah, I get it.
I'll sneak you some food. Don't worry, Gav.
No, listen, Lady Pixie, I understand. Okay, at the end of the day, I get it. I'm a charming little ragamuffin here on the doorstep, just ever like a babe in swaddling cloth, abandoned, because I got nowhere else to go. So I get it. I'm also a wildly dangerous rogue of a man, and I did try. Well, I was doing my damnedest to try to kill you earlier. But I'll have you. I'll have you told that I was doing that on the whim of a psychopathic woman. It was, if I didn't do it, and I headed back to the safe house, and I did, it was, Gavin, why didn't you have the good stuff in the warehouse? It's like, I felt so sorry for the little wee goblin girl and his sister, and her sister, and there was a big hulking handsome man, and he just charmed me pants off. I could not help myself, and I had to turn around and walk right out of it. No, I didn't really have a choice. I worked for the fucking Xanathars, so I get it. I was for a very long time, up until fucking 4 hours ago, a member of one of the most notorious thieves guilds in the entirety of the Sword Coast. So, I'll speak when I'm spoken to. I'll give you the information that you want if anything comes up. I'll smuggle you the goods. I'll give you, the best of me. But there has to be a little bit of leniency. Can I fucking eat a sandwich when I want? Like, come on. I'll even make it myself. I know you got maids around here. I can smell the opulence on you, the entitlement. Like, it reeks of nepotism within these halls. So, please, I promise, I won't pilfer it. I'm not gonna fucking make a solid gold sandwich. I just want. I'm just looking for a ham and cheese.
Pixie's gonna sheath her dagger and look at him and be like, Esmeralda would kill you if you go in her kitchen. Just to be clear,
She will kill you.
Esmeralda.
you can have a sandwich when you want, but until you prove your loyalty, everything you do outside of basic daily functions comes through me. Understood?
That's understood, lady. I can get behind.
And if you know my reputation,
I
as
do.
you so clearly put your hands behind your back,
I do.
if I find that you're doing any criminal activity outside of what I have directed you to do, not just in the house, but outside of it, I will take a finger.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'll be good. I'll be a good boy. I was running my own crew a little while ago, and I do understand the heaviness that the crown brings down on your head. I get it. So, unless it's you or Torek or the Roboto man over here, or Miss Christina, or the fucking terrified hoofed man that's standing over there. Unless
gender neutral pronouns, actually.
Oh,
Hoofed.
If they bring their their axe anywhere toward my head, believe me, I'm a little less worried about my fingers because I saw what they were doing to my compatriots, and that was fucking terrifying. So,
And then you saw what I can do.
oh no, you're all right. Fucking disgusting when it comes to killing. I get it. Like you're making it seem like I'm the big bandit and the man, and I'm gonna make so much trouble for you. But really, I was in that warehouse for about fucking 45 seconds, and you dismantled us. So I don't, I might know my place a little bit when it comes to y'all. So I thank you for making room for Gavin O'Toole at the table, and I'll do my best to make myself useful to you and yours.
Pixie's just gonna like dead-eyed glare at him for like a couple seconds and then turn around and say, "Sit down."
All right. He goes and he sits.
Pixie will sit at her chair.
So Torek is gonna go over to Egan and lean down and just go. So do you think I made a really poor choice?
I like him better than Justinian.
All right, I'll take that as a win. I'll take that as a win. Oh, also, for all of you here, Captain Atmos, Sergeant of the docks, the Dock Ward Watch.
City Watch. He's fully pinched by the
completely screwed, and we're gonna have to probably bail him out because he's probably gonna die.
Oh, everything that you said that you were gonna do to me, Miss Pixie, I'm gonna tell you right now. You make a lot of threats, and they're real scary. But I've seen Agnes the Blade take the skin off of a man's hand and laugh while she's doing it, and that was for a hell of a lot less than what Sergeant Atmos let go today. So I'm thinking that he's probably just going to get absolutely demolished by my old cell.
Okay, can somebody explain to me why we need to save somebody who is working for the Eye?
Because he wasn't doing it of his own free will. They forced him into it.
Mind control?
Not mind control, blackmail.
Blackmail.
Then he had his own free will.
Well, yeah, but blackmailing somebody and being like, oh, you're either going to go to prison for the rest of your life or work for me, like, that's not exactly an easy decision to
Working
make.
for the Thieves Guild means getting people killed.
Yeah, working for you means people die too.
You killed me, boys. Like,
they're dead.
Like 4 or 5 hours ago, you put down like 3 of them.
They didn't give us a choice.
We totally could have let them live. We all had the choice to let them live, and we did it.
In the North Ward, we save Atmos and get him under our thumb in the Dock Ward, and now we have 2 full wards of the entire City Watch on board with us to help us deal with that other problem that is causing us no end of issues. We don't have to like the guy, and we certainly don't have to agree with his morals, but at the end of the day, he's useful.
He chose murdering people over going to prison.
He didn't murder anyone. We don't know if he murdered anyone.
He was part of
Pixie,
it.
I murdered people to not die. It's the same thing.
There is a big difference between prison and death, Torek.
Well, maybe he would have died in prison. We don't know that.
Lady Pixie, can I talk? I can speak a little. I can speak a little bit on Sergeant Atmos. Sergeant Atmos has let our people through, and he's facilitated quite a bit of skullduggery and ill deeds done by me and mine. But I do have to tell you, he does seem like a decent man. I think really that Agnes has his balls fully in the vice. He sits at his gate, and he drinks his problems, and he sort of he lets things through that he probably shouldn't. And no, like Sergeant Atmos, he might do a bit of work for the Xanathars, but he's just as much as I wouldn't want anything happening to me lads. Until you folks came along, I wouldn't want anything happening to Sergeant Atmos either. He's a good man caught in a bad situation.
Pixie just starts gently banging her head on the table.
Besides,
No, I get it.
this is a great opportunity specifically for me and you, Pixie, because remember, we wanted to go take out this Thieves Guild cell, and everyone else was like, it's a bad idea, and now we kind of gotta.
Park, you're a little too excited about this. What's the plan in saving Sir Atmos?
I don't know yet. Haven't really thought about a plan. Christina?
The thought has occurred to me that the other problem we're dealing with is probably also either working directly with the eye or has their fingers in them as an organization.
You keep saying that, and it doesn't get less weird.
Either way. But if they're two-time in the eye and we put the eye onto them, then the enemy of my enemy is kind of my friend. Not a friend, but a useful asset,
You could just send Egan, or sorry, the individual over there. You could send them to just sit on Atmos, and then let Agnes come and fucking fall on their blade.
Sorry, what individual?
Your who?
I
Your
don't know how
hooves.
to call people. I don't know how I'd be able to alert the rest of the group when a hit team showed up.
I think
I
the
can
best
sit on
option
Atmos.
would be Christina, who can disguise herself as somebody else and can also communicate telepathically.
Or we could pick off the Thieves Guild cell, like chunk by chunk when they go out on jobs, and take them all to jail, and then we just take out the whole cell.
What, so you can recruit more people for your guard?
I mean, maybe.
For your
save
guard,
some lives.
technically.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
your
it's
guard.
my guard technically, but he seems to be taking it upon himself to do so.
I've been doing it for years. It's never been a problem until today.
You
Much like how you've been taking my job.
You hired somebody who tried to kill us not 4 hours ago.
It's like you're not hearing me. I
doesn't
do
have
that
any
all
other
the time.
options.
I hire people who try to kill me regularly, or people who are trying to do horrible, bad things, and then I go, hey, what if I gave you a way out? And then they get one, and then their life gets better, and then they're better people for it. What is
Pixie,
wrong with
you
that?
want to throw him to the mercy of the industrial prison complex and watch it chew him up like a meat grinder, or you want to put him to work and make the city a better place?
See, my concern is that I don't know if his intentions and morals line up with
But
what
there's-
our plan is.
There's nothing he can do to us. Like he couldn't. There's nothing he can do to us. He doesn't know anything about anything we know. He doesn't pose a threat to us. It's like this is really. I considered it. I thought about all the things, and it's really a great idea. I had one.
I've only been here for 10 minutes or so. But I've been in the game for about, the better part of a decade at this point. And I have to tell you, you're never going to know the intentions and the wants and the motives of all of the people that you might want to be an ally. There's a lot of really useful people out there that are not going to tell you what they want in their heart. But you're going to cut a deal with them. Things are going to get tough. And it's going to be a real son of a bitch the day that you said, oh, I don't want their help. They might not fucking wash their clothes with the right detergent. I don't like the way they smell because they don't do the right thing. And then you needed them. I've worked with some shady people. They came, they did their work, and they went away.
So what would you like for Waterdeep, Gavin?
What would I like for Waterdeep? Nothing. The state of affairs as the status quo is what I would like. There's just a perfect amount of justice and law keeping and high society spending enough gold in the wrong places that I get paid.
So that's your primary.
I like to have fun.
Your primary goal is you just want money.
Well, yeah, I like coin. I like
You're
whip.
talking to a man who's done everything in his life to survive, not to thrive.
Well, no, not even that. Christina, don't act like you know me either.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I'm not even from Waterdeep. So the reality is, I like coin. I like having fun. I like going and having drinks with the lads. I like having, I find a nice lad or a lady for the night. I have a fantastic evening. I go back the next day. I find an adventure. I find something that's going to make me feel alive. And to be completely honest, I cannot be like some lump on a log sitting there, selling peaches or fucking serving drinks or playing music in some fucking some establishment down in the Dockwood. I've tried it all, and to be completely honest, the very first time that I had somebody pull a knife on me, and I just felt a thrill that I had never felt before because I knocked it out of his hand, and I fucking took it, and I put it right in him. So no, I'm kind of in it for the thrill, and the fact that it's a little bit better than I had to swabbing decks, cleaning streets, fucking doing whatever you folks are doing in your times off. With the Torix polishing his armor, the big metal man is sailing ships, and Christina's picking out her perfume of the day. I do it because it's exciting, and it's better than.
So
we'll see.
You're good with not being paid then?
Not being
paid. Whoa! What are you talking about?
Well, I'm not looking to be paid. You've already saved me from prison. I get it. I'm not looking
we're
for.
We're gonna pay you. We're
listen,
gonna pay you a fair amount.
I'm not. Listen, lads. I'm not looking for any sort of big payout. That's not what I'm after. I am looking for. Put me to work. All right. I just want something to do during the day that keeps me going. I get it. I understand that y'all are sort of in your own moral dilemma of some sort. You're saving lives and shite. I like that's fine. But Gavin will take care of Gavin.
Plus, we can't afford to pay him anyway with the rate that Pixie's spending money, so...
Wait, what did she buy?
You know what? Don't even.
Egan, this is literally the first time I'm spending house money.
Perfect time. Wait, Pixie.
Quite literally the first time.
Pixie, hold on. How much money did you spend?
No.
None of your goddamn business, Torek.
It's totally my business.
It's really not.
Okay,
it's mine,
Briggs
and I don't want to know.
Relica's been quiet like most of this conversation. Hasn't said much. Has kind of been staring at Gavin and like at the rest of you, and when I brought y'all together to have a talk about what we've been doing for the day, I kind of thought that it would be a bit more productive. Pixie, how much money did you spend?
No.
3,000 gold.
2,000 gold? Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
That's
right?
manageable.
Yeah, that's fine. For what?
A weapon to do my job better.
Excellent. I'm
Yeah, okay.
on board. Can I have some
Have some what?
money?
I already
Gold.
told you
to
you could
make
have what
myself-
you needed.
Great. I gotta go shopping then.
The silver that we got in that warehouse was gifted to me, to be clear to everyone at this table, to do with as I see fit. Is exactly what Dad said in the note. I wanted a better weapon. Torik's got a cool hammer that returns to him. I wanted something cool too. All right? I'm allowed to spend some money.
Nice.
Fuck. Briggs, you can have some of the money too. It's gonna be split evenly amongst everybody. Stop getting on my ass about money.
Gavin's like, even me.
Fuck no.
Oh, well,
Well, technically, he was there in the fight.
He was a part of that fight for sure.
I'd like to say that that's pretty well accurate.
You're on the opposite side, you oaf.
I was a integral part of you getting all of that money together. I got to say,
Gavin, you get nothing.
nothing.
You get a nice warm meal tonight. That's what you get.
Yeah, all right, I'll take it.
Still don't understand. Pixie, I don't understand why you're being so mean.
I do.
We stand a self-aware by King.
So Relica says, "Well, all right, guys. So we're gonna. What's our next step?
Sorry, Relica, I got flustered. We sold
Next.
the silver. We sold the silver and silks to. Hold on.
Have we questioned the doppelganger yet?
I was about to say.
Antios. We sold the silver and silks to Lady Antios. We should be receiving payment shortly.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So we get that money soon. As Christina said, what are we doing about the doppelganger here?
Oh.
I
We
don't
haven't-
have the spells to interrogate.
I'm also kind of dry.
So do we wait
I
until
like
the
how
morning?
we skirted around the doppelganger issue so much earlier this conversation, and now it's
Oh.
just all out in the open.
Gavin, earmuffs.
Gavin, there's a terrible doppelganger problem. Oh no.
Oh, I know.
Somebody get him a drink.
I'm aware.
Oh,
Wait,
all
How
right.
are
what do
you
you
aware?
We're talking about the unseen, right?
What's
talking-
the unseen?
What's the unseen? Oh, shite. Okay. So the unseen are the doppelgangers that are here in town. They've been here forever.
Hell yeah, Gavin. Pulling your weight already. Give
Oh, no,
this
I
man a
know.
drink.
Oh no, they're an old problem though. What's the other beef with them? Like they've been, every so often a noble person will go missing and they try to make waves and then they fuck off. Never to be seen again, or they're slayed by some schmuckhead like you. But like, the doppelgangers are pretty well. Doppelgangers are a pretty well known problem here in Waterdeep. So
Oh, okay, never mind. They've gotten much
The
worse.
doppelgangers have been.
they're targeting you.
They're targeting my house. They have tried to target
Oh.
me specifically.
Oi.
Can't do it properly. Something's
Okay.
always wrong with their duplication of me.
Okay.
Don't know why.
Can they have you? And you've got one.
We've got one.
Oh, that's tight. Oh no, that's good. Usually they'll just one of their own will get them. They're tight. Like they're a real tight knit organization. No one's really known as far as I know. So like, here's the thing. I had heard a couple of whispers that the Xanathars had a bit of a problem recently, but I didn't know how bad. Like they weren't in our cell, at least as far as I know. And now you're bringing it up, and I'm thinking maybe it's a bit worse than we thought. Hey,
You're targeting noble houses.
okay.
Well, targeting nobility is probably what shape-shifting creatures want to do. They put themselves in the position of the highest authority.
The
Alright.
doppelganger
power.
we have in our dungeon currently was mimicking Justinius Margaster of House Margaster.
Oh, I do not know him. I know the Mardgasters.
Trust me, you're better off not knowing just.
Oh,
They're
I
pretty
bet.
similar.
Oh, I bet. Brunyandar's fucking. He's a real scrum licker. No,
Actually, now that I think about it, we have a competition in a 10-day where what is it called again, Aaron? Sorry.
the Fields of Glory.
The field, right? At the Fields of Glory, and we're sailing a ship against the Margasters. Do you know the Fields of Glory?
I've lived in Waterdeep for about a decade, lass. I know the Fields of Glory. I've lost quite a bit of fucking coin there. Yeah.
How do you
What-
feel about being on our ship? How useful do you think you could be?
Oh, you like me? Oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it. All right, yeah, I'll be on your ship. Of course. I'm gonna need a disguise. I'll tell you that. Something real fucking good, because there's gonna be Xanathars there. And, you know, if old Gav's missing and they see me aboard some fucking fancy noble ship, they're gonna, you know, they might just snipe me from the fucking stands.
That's not a problem, Gavin. Christina can take care of it. First of all,
Nice,
this
nice.
is not an admission of me liking you.
Oh, I think it
I
was.
assure you, that is not the case. I'm asking about your usefulness in this competition to
Oh.
ensure victory.
Lassie, I know magic. I'm basically the best that there is, besides maybe Christina over there. Yeah, I can turn stuff invisible. I can kill stuff with an insult. You know, I can make your fucking flag wave. I got all sorts of little tricks. I'm really, really quite good at what I do.
Then you're on the crew.
Oh, fantastic. All right. I'll get my best little boat shoes on, and I'll put my little sailor's cap on. Oh, I'm going to look pretty.
It's not a fashion competition, Gavin.
Oh, come on. Have you been to the Fields of Glory? It's kind of a little bit about the fashion.
I have won plenty of competitions at the Fields of Glory.
Yeah, and what were you wearing? A fucking burlap sack? No, you were probably wearing your family's regalia, and you were looking fucking tight doing it.
I was wearing nimble clothing. Nothing special.
Oh, then your dads did wrong by you. So, okay, what I'm saying is, everybody seems to have this doppelganger problem. That's a son of a bitch. I'm gonna be on your boat. Can I have a sandwich?
Is Esmeralda nearby?
Esmeralda's not nearby. She's in the kitchen doing shit.
Here, I'll go get you a sandwich. I'll go ask him as
I
personally.
have not
Bring him a
eaten.
drink.
I haven't eaten since this morning.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh my gosh, a whole 12 hours.
What else are there other cells of the eye having problems with doppelgangers?
I do not know. We keep it pretty tight-lipped between cells. Agnes would know more, but she is the absolute fucking worst person I've ever met on the entire planet. So, nah, she's probably pretty tight-lipped about it. Maybe if you could read her mind and fucking pry that shit out of her, you'd be able to find out a bit more. But or find another cell. But no, she might know. She's the one that I heard it from, saying, "Oh, you know, watch the knuckles and watch the lips and watch the hairs on their neck when you're talking about certain things." And they might know more than you think, and they might not be who they think they are. I don't know. She's typically a pretty paranoid individual, so I'm thinking that maybe she didn't. She might not be. You know, she might just be being paranoid. And heard whispers, but there's a chance. There's a decent chance that there's going to be some fucking doppelgangers among us.
What do you know about Agnes? Where did she come from?
Where did Agnes come from? Oh, she's Waterdavian local. She's lived on the dockwards her whole fucking life. She's a one-eyed, one-handed fucking savage. She's probably one of the most brutal enforcers that the Xanathars have ever had. As far as I know, so some of us in the Xanathars Thieves Guild, we would find our way to the top by doing things like we were the best thief. We were second story burglars, and we grabbed some mighty stash of coin. Or we might be an information broker like no other. Like, oh, we found out what color Mert the moneylender's underwear was on a given day. But Agnes the Blade carved her way to the top. She killed and took and cut and gutted her way to the top of a cell. Every person that was above her met an untimely end, whether they could prove it was her or it was, directly her for some perceived slight. That's how she got there. She's a fucking brutal woman. She's got a hook for one hand, real stereotype of a dock working lass. And I'll tell you this right now. She might look like she's missing an eye and she's missing a hand. I've never seen anybody fight like that either. She's been toe-to-toe a couple of times with members of other thieves guilds, with other individuals that trespass on her, that think they're big and tough. She's got tricks. She's got gall, and that hook of hers, it has some sort of wicked enchantment to it. Your wounds don't heal; they seep and they fester. And she's a killer. She's a fucking killer. That's what I know, honestly.
What about people she cares about?
Oh, I do not know if there's anybody that's even like that, lass. I don't know. Truly.
She's
that
dark
cold,
going
huh?
after somebody's family.
Well, I mean, I don't know if she's got any family, and I don't know if she's got any people that she cares about. I know that she cares about her coin. I know that she takes a lot of pride in the fact that she cannot be beaten. She sort of made a name for herself on the dockward, that she's like the biggest and the baddest. No.
And we cut off the supply of coin.
Oh, hey guys, I'm back with sandwiches.
Oh, nice. Snags one.
An ale.
Oh, nice. Starts drinking and eating. Yeah, I don't know.
You know the inner workings of this guild.
To an extent, yeah.
What do you think the best way to cut off what she seems to care about most? Her coin.
Oh, I think that. Well, okay. So Agnes makes her coin through like our cell. We do brazen Viennese. We're baking and egging all over the dockward. We're breaking and entering. We're taking, and the rest of her coin comes from protection. Like the water god pays her a cut. The tuliping dagger that pays her a cut. There's the people that are down in Mist Shore that pay her a little bit of a cut. She's got the elves, the sea elves that are down in Deepwater Harbor. They even pay her a little bit of coin to do business with the different shipping manufacturers that are down on in the ward. So truly, if you want to cut off her coin, you can either stop the deliveries or you can make people sure that they're not fucking afraid of her no more and they stop paying her.
I think we should bag and tag her, honestly.
That's also not a bad.
Or depending on what they're doing, undercut her deliveries. Make her come to us.
Well, I'd love to say that it's going to be some easy thing, but how much time do you all have? Like, she's got her fingers in just about every fucking pie. So really,
Well,
you want to know how I would fucking get at her? What I would do? I'd call her right the fuck out. I've wanted to do it for a while. I'd call her out. I'd call her a coward. I'd say that she's a fucking a loose cannon. I'd find out. I'd find the other members of my cell, and I would take them, and I'd fucking do the same thing that you did to me. Make them a better off. and then have them sell her the fuck out. And then she's got no fucking people working for her. And then she's got to prove that she's the baddest motherfucker in the entirety of the Dockward. And she's got to prove it to the people that took her men, and that's you.
I love that idea, Gavin. I really do.
I gotta say, I'm on board with him on this one.
Well, she's a fucking murderer. If you go after the people that she's getting protection money from, you better be there. I mean, you can catch her. Like, you can catch her. She walks out in the open. Agnes the Blade is not some fucking hidden figure within the Dockward. She's gonna fucking be out. If you want to go and find somebody that she's collecting protection money from, it's on fucking it's middle of the 10-day. She goes and she makes her rounds and she knocks on doors and she says, "Where's my fucking money? And if you don't have it, I'm gonna gut you." That's what she says. So it's that simple. I'm protecting you from people that are worse than me, Agnes the Blade. And then it turns out that that's not the fucking case.
First order of action, then. We take down Agnes the Blade.
Hell yeah.
If we're gonna do that, we're gonna need a good night's rest.
Oh yeah.
And some days of planning. And I would like my new weapon for that fight.
Ooh, shopping.
Oh. Is it
How
shopping
long?
time?
How long can we reasonably leave what's his name alone before Agnes gets to him?
Sorry, we can't save you today. I have to go shopping for the next couple of days.
That's
first.
what I'm saying.
Oh, wait, do we need to go?
If you're talking about Sergeant Atmos, I mean, like, he's got probably the better part of a 10-day. I'd say, because she's going to become she doesn't pay too terribly much attention to him, and he can probably lie to her for a hot minute. And hell, if you go down there and you just make an appearance and you even tell them, like, "Hey, you're probably gonna be fucking stabbed in your fucking guts, but we're working on it," then he might be able to stall a little bit longer from there.
Mhm.
But at the same time, he might fucking run. I would.
We don't want that. Not right now.
Not yet.
Well,
Oh wait, yeah. Did we get the money from the Antiochus?
yeah. Like, when is that supposed to be coming by?
If you guys wait a little bit longer, she said 4 to 6 hours, and it's been around there. So, like, anytime now.
Okay. Well, I think our best course of action, if Gavin is right about how much time Sir Atmos has, our best course of action is to get eyes on him.
I already took care of that. The second anything happens to him, I'll know.
You were
Okay.
gone for 2 minutes. You're great.
I know.
Christina, care to explain how you got that taken care of so fast?
Not in mixed company.
We'll have a conversation later, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, then, if that is already taken care of, thank you, Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Our course of action is to... Gavin, who does Agnes collect like protection money from? Is it just in the dock wards, or is it all over the city?
No, she only collects from the Dockward. So I can give you a bit of a list, just the people that I know. Some people of interest. Like I already said, she collects from the Ward God. She collects from people down in Mistshore, the Sea Elves that live in Deepwater Harbor, and of course she collects from the Dripping Dagger. She's always looking. She heads down to the markets in Fishgut Port and collects from them for the stalls. But the list goes on. But she doesn't operate outside of the dock ward. That's where our cell operated. There is one more, as far as I know. There was another cell within the dock ward, but they didn't do what we did. They did like your second story jobs. I'd have to imagine that they're the ones that are doing the forgeries for dock officials and stuff like that. We were really the wet work kind of individuals. We were
I don't care.
mean-
I don't care what you were doing. That's not what we're talking about right now. When is the expected day that Agnes collects her money?
Well, she just collected 2 days ago, so she's going to be another 8 days out.
That's such good timing.
Care to explain why, Torek? That's the same amount of time we have until we need to be prepared for the Fields of Glory.
Yeah, there's 9 days. We got a whole day. This is here. Can I throw you my idea? I think this is what we should do.
Go ahead.
I think we should get our gold, do our shopping so that Torek feels more comfortable. I think that we should go and we should get eyes on Agnes's safe house, figure out who's going when, and when we can get them, weaken her numbers, and then wait for her to go on collection. Or we could just call her out in the open and be like, hey, I'm Torek the Tempered of House Argentum. Fight me, coward.
Would she do that, Gavin?
You're asking Agnes the Blade to fight Torek? Is that what you're saying? Like you'll go and you issue a challenge to her, and then she's gonna fight you in broad daylight?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd pretty well fucking do it.
This is a good idea.
Torek, you're big and you're strong, lad, but I'm telling you, she's fucking nasty.
No, I don't want to fight her alone. I just want to get her out in the open with, whatever she's got going on, so that
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
not
get the jump
leaving my.
I don't wanna
Aaron,
fight
what
her
was the
alone.
last place the missed something that she collected from?
Miss Shore.
Miss Shore.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
Torek,
I'm dumb, I'm not stupid.
I cannot make it any clearer. If you challenge Agnes the Blade to a fight, she's gonna do her goddamn. She's a spiteful witch of a woman. She might just try to kill one of you just to take you down, and she might just focus. It's not. It won't be about fairness, and she won't be about trying to escape. She's gonna try to kill one of you, and if you cannot put her down fast enough, she's gonna do it to you. She's gonna gut you. She knows where the soft bits are, and she's got wicked weapons. I'm telling you right now, she's fucking dangerous.
I believe you. That's why we'll be ready.
Well, if you fight her together, you got the shot. But any one of yous, I've seen you fight, you're good. But not any single one of yous. Well, other than maybe you. And he points at Egan. I don't think any of you could take her one-on-one.
What does she have for
What
backup?
do you think the best way? Sorry, go ahead, Egan.
For the backup, that's why I was kind of suggesting that maybe you take from her, because she's got a couple of lads just like mine were, nasty ones that'll hit you from behind in your soft jibbly bits, and bring you down real quick. But you have in your favor that I was the only one there that could cast any sort of magics, unless
huge.
unless she finds somebody in the interim, and they're not going to be like me. But no, for real. She's got nasties. And Tan. She had Tan. Tan was also nasty, but he's nothing like Agnes. And no,
He's also rotting in a city watch prison right now.
Oh, no, he is. But no, she's got a couple more lads like mine. They're gonna try to get behind you, and they're gonna try to shank you in the ribs.
I mean, I think it's a good idea to try and take out a few of them as they're out on jobs. Maybe we pick up
Make them better offers.
Yeah, no, I mean
That could work. That could work, because if they're anything like my lads, they're just looking for coin.
And we've got it.
Oh, you got the bit of it, yeah. Well, you were kind of chewing out Miss Pixie about.
I wasn't. I think it was a great spend.
That's because you want some Thoric. You want 2,000 gold to spend.
I don't necessarily want 2,000. I don't know how much the things I want cost. I want exactly that much.
But to answer your question, I'm sorry. What is your name?
Oh, that.
He points to Egan.
Oh, Egan.
Egan. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. And to answer your question, Egan, the backup that she's gonna have lads like mine, but it's probably, unless you do something about it, it's gonna be about 10 lads.
Well, we cut down what, 7 of you without too much issue.
If we can dispose of them non-violently by offering them something better to remove them from the picture,
then that's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, we make the job twice as easy.
Yeah.
But do we do that at the battlegrounds?
No, we do that leading up.
Yeah, we find them when they're out doing jobs, and we go, hey, we see what you're doing. Let me pay you off to like go take a sit for a little while.
And you guys complain about the money that I'm spending.
That's what I was saying.
You guys are planning on going to these guys and saying, hey, this really scary person that's vindictive and is likely to destroy everything that you love in this world and is paying you handsomely, we're going to toss a few coins your way if you help us screw her over. Is that your plan?
My alternative was to just knock them out and take them to the city watch, but yeah,
True.
That was kind of the idea.
You could target them one at a time, but Egan's got the point. If they're going to just offer them gold, well, here's the thing. I think there's at least 2 of them lads that have had digits taken away by Agnes herself, and I'm sure they've got a bone to pick. But the other guys, they're going to be a tougher nut to crack because they got that fucking mean streak, just like her.
Yeah, I guess we can offer the fact that I also take digits when I don't like you.
Well, it's kind of a running theme.
We can try the carrot or the stick, and if the carrot doesn't work, the stick will, because it's my stick.
You can beat people with a carrot too if you try hard enough.
This is why Egan's the most terrifying member of this
gonna
party.
Absolutely.
That's why Egan's the fucking one that scares me, because I'm pretty. I'd rather fight Tordik with his hammer than Egan with a carrot.
Well, I think Egan might kill you. I won't.
Yeah, that too. Tordik can knock me out with the hammer. Egan will kill me with the carrot.
Do you have names, Gavin?
No, they all got. They all. No, I know my lads, but I
Do you
don't
have
know them.
posts?
No, also no. They go on jobs. I know where the safe house is, but they're gonna change it when I don't show up. So
Stake out.
Well, Gavin, you can go invisible, can you not?
I can.
Could you not infiltrate a safe house, figure out some plans on where people are planning on going? Or hell, I could. And Pixie just like twists her ring and goes invisible.
Well, yeah, I'd say that you could probably do it then.
She goes back visible. What, you wouldn't want to come with me?
I got to say I'll do it if you're asking, but no, I really fucking don't. So here's the how acquainted are ye and yours when it comes to traps and locks?
I'm pretty good with a lockpick.
Oh, aye, but have you ever disarmed a trap? Poison
Aye.
darts, spikes coming out of the wall, pits, pins, tiny poisoned pins that have been put inside of a lock handle, and
It's an
the like.
obstacle course.
It's a little bit
That
like.
sounds fun.
Well, it's a little bit like that, and to be completely honest,
Parkour.
it's sort of like that. So if you know that that's what that's what you're getting into, at least you have the chance to disarm it or avoid it. But that's what's there. I can say within the safe house that I was working out of, and this wasn't Agnes's personal. The safe house that I was working out of, we had pins in the doorknob. We had a pit trap that emptied out right into a fucking nasty part of Undermountain. And we had several bolts that would fire out of the wall. So if you're prepared for that, and I'm not saying that you aren't, but if you are, then yeah, we could go and find where the Agnes is at, and we can infiltrate it.
Did you design it for small people like myself?
Well, for me, and for Briggs and Christina and Egan over there, we would take that shot in an unpleasant spot, probably the hip or the thigh. If we were twisted in the wrong way, maybe right in the genitals. For you, you're going to get shot right in your fucking head by the bolts. And the pit trap, well, it's big enough for us to fit through, so you're going to fall right through it. And I got to admit, the size of your hands is not going to make the difference when spikes fly out of every little pins come out of the handle of the door, and they're going to poison you just the same. So no, it's it's going to be rough. But at the same time, if we infiltrate and we can sit there all invisible like and hear what Agnes is up to, without her knowing, yeah, that's a big fucking win. Maybe even grab a dossier, whatever her orders are. I've never in my life seen what kind of paperwork she's getting from whoever the hell's above her. So, if we want to do a little bit of skullduggery, then yeah, we could do it. But
Christina, how confident are you? I know you can turn invisible too.
Mm-hmm.
She can turn other people invisible.
Oh, Christina, you could turn me invisible.
Torch, you are far too
very-
big for this.
I was joking, for the record.
Mm-hmm.
You
Well-
don't want me doing that.
I think. Pixie, did I ever tell you what the gift from your dad and father to me does?
No, you haven't told anybody.
Oh, well, all right then. She pulls the hair clip out. This can store a spell that anyone else can cast.
Oh, mama.
I can put a spell in here that will give you every advantage when it comes to dealing with locks and traps. And then you can make yourself invisible. And I can make myself and one other person invisible to come with.
I want Gavin there.
Gavin
Oh,
can
fuck.
also-
See, that's what I've been saying. You fucking like me. This is the best. I've made a good impression. I get it. Listen,
No, you're my meat shield.
listen. I'm gonna be great at it, and you're gonna stand behind me, and you're gonna think, "Oh, Gavin's butt cheeks, they're looking so good." But I'm telling you, if we can all fucking go invisible, and we can get past these traps right in underneath Agnes's fucking nose, then I mean it. If we can get the jump on her in her own goddamn house, then she's fucked, and then we might be able to take her.
Are you talking about infiltrating for Agnes instead of just information?
Well, that wasn't what I was talking about until I was, because frankly, we can take all the information that we want after she's fucking dead. I didn't know that half the fucking group could be invisible at any point in time, and that you all were in for a little bit of breaking and entering into her fucking house. I thought you wanted a good stand-up fight in the middle of the street.
That's
We
just
take
what I
our
want.
advantages where we can get them.
Yeah,
How
all
do
right.
we-
What
Yeah,
it's
he
worth,
can get in the house.
if that option's on the table, we could also steal all of the information and frame Agnes as a traitor to the Eye by releasing it elsewhere that is only information she would have. we put her on the run, and then we cripple the eye in the dock ward through infighting and all of that kind of bullshit, which we know the doppelgangers are going to want to capitalize on, and then we wait for them to show up and fucking annihilate them.
That's downright fucking diabolical.
There's a lot of layers to that plan. Do we have the time to execute it?
All we need is the information from Agnes, and at any time we can spring it.
All right. Well,
Yeah, that's
sounds
pretty much it.
Sounds like what we need is to get inside that house.
Mm-hmm. Inside the safe house.
So here's the problem, Christina. We don't know where the fuck Agnes is. We don't know where she's at.
Yeah.
We need a way to
guarantee that she won't be home when we're there. How do we do that, Gavin?
How do you make sure that she's going to be there? I don't know.
No. I'm saying we want her to not be there when we go in and we steal all of this information.
Oh, then we could go in 8 days. If that's the plan we're going to go with, why don't we just go and we know she's going to be out?
Oh, yeah, no, she's going to do her collections and then she's going to bring them back to the storehouse. That's for sure. I can tell you that. Yeah, no, there's not another place she brings it.
Well, here's the thing. I can just pull memories out, and that's proof enough, because anybody who has any lick of talent for magic can see exactly what's going on with those. Can literally watch someone else's memories like a fucking... they could just watch them happen.
You were going to say like a movie, weren't you?
Like a movie. Yeah, no, I've seen tons of them.
Like, I think that there's definitely
you ever seen Interstellar?
For us to make every single one of those guys that Gavin was talking about turn on Agnes the Blade, and we induce that sort of infighting by painting her as a traitor when those memories somehow end up in the hands of somebody in the City Watch or wherever.
Christina, your plans are smarter than me, so I don't have a vote.
But I do got to say, like, you're going to be peeling out these memories and shit.
Very complicated.
Yeah, but that is many layers deep.
It solves our Agnes problem, because when she's on the back foot, trying to deal with all of these allegations of betraying the organization, people coming for her head, she's not going to have time to worry about the City Watchman. She's not going to have time to worry about you.
Okay, but I'm going to tell you this.
Yeah. What would she do if that happened?
That's kind of the problem. Now, the problem that she's going to have is that she's like, oh, suddenly, who the fuck squealed on me? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, no, I got to know, like, who's going to be the one that fucking turned on me. And then she's going to go and she's going to start breaking fingers, and she's going to be breaking legs, and she's going to be taking people, and she's going to be dunking their fucking heads in the deep water harbor, and she's going to be doing real fucking harm to good people, because it could be any of the people that she's asking for protection from. It's going to be any of the people that she's looking for that are within her cell.
What if we find stuff about other cells?
What if we just
she would know?
Oh no, then we're getting fucking too deep. I mean,
When
like,
we just go and kick her ass.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that boat.
Why don't we go get the information, figure out when?
If you use too many decoys when you're hunting, you're gonna spook the game.
You scare me. Treating a person like game.
I think the skullduggery is a good idea. I think you should go in, get as much information as you can, get out. And then once we have that information, we can move forward with it. In the meantime, we should get a boat, we should go shopping, and we should make sure Atmos doesn't die.
Yeah, we got a couple of days, right?
Yeah. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves for sure.
We definitely are. But I do got to say, so ye all aren't going to need me for the next couple of days, right? Like, I'm not doing anything for you. Correct.
Unless we're going to need anything for the boat smuggled in that the Margasters won't know about.
All right.
What are you getting at, Gavin?
Oh, I want to go have a sleep and fucking finish me sandwich. It's fucking late and I'm tired and I don't particularly want to fucking I just it's been a long fucking day and I think we've kind of exhausted this conversation a little bit.
Gav,
Yeah.
you can have one of
Let's
the
come
bunks.
at it.
You can have one of the bunks in the guard quarters.
Bunks in the
Just-
guard quarters.
Just tell them Torek sent you.
Hey, the lap of luxury. All right. And then he's like, may I take my leave, Lady Pixie?
You may.
Thank you. And then he heads out.
You know, that guy is really smart.
He survived in the eye for as long as he did.
I know.
You have to be smart.
He's a real. I like that guy.
Relica looks at you guys, and she's been standing here. She's like, I like him too. I do. But
Pixie glares.
I will
at
tell you.
Relica.
No, but
Oh,
I'll,
he's a
I'll
slimy fuck through and through.
tell you. He was like, let's not discount the fact that Pixie's right. He was trying to kill us not too long ago, like earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put too much trust in the guy.
I mean, if we just like let him do his thing, like smuggling.
Well, I'm right in between kind of what Pixie's saying and what you guys are saying. I don't want to play, I don't like riding the fence and being the devil's advocate too often, but I'm right between, yeah, we should use them in smuggling and take away his sandwiches. Like the guy should eat. We can keep an eye on him, but taking him right back into the same den where he knows everything and he could turn all of us over to Agnes in a second. That's a tough decision to make, guys. We got to know that we trust him.
Maybe Pixie goes in alone with just, Pixie being good at dealing with traps and gets the information.
Relica
Relica
places a hand on Pixie and just looks at Torque and says, absolutely the fuck not.
Oh, well. Pixie, what's your thoughts on that?
Relica has a point. I don't think we should take him if we're infiltrating an old outpost.
But the part of you going in anyway.
I will be going. I won't be going alone.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think a good option would be Christina and Relica coming with me. Christina can turn Relica invisible and herself.
Cool.
That's two strong magic wielders to help me deal with. Hey, if I fuck up a trap, I'm sure they'll have a way to protect me.
The only thing is if they get caught because they're loud, that could be bad too. And
Pixie,
then you're all screwed.
Pixie, can you disarm traps?
How different is it from a lock?
And she like looks off. She's like, I don't know. Traps are usually for like ancient dungeons and like lock boxes full of treasure and stuff. I don't know.
I have a strong eye, and I have quick hands.
And I can just cast a spell that makes you better at it.
And she can do that.
I can also do that, actually.
So you can double up on me.
Relica, you know enhance ability?
I do.
What the fuck? How
does that stack, Aaron?
No.
It doesn't.
It just gives
Roll
advantage.
3 dice, baby.
Yeah, it just gives advantage, and advantage doesn't stack.
Yeah.
But
No, a lot of what I do is blasty. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really get to pick what I know.
Yeah.
It's just in the blood.
I mean, out of character, disabling traps is still going to be sleight of hand.
No, it's Thieves' Tools proficiency.
Yeah. So it's basically the exact same. Yeah, no, for sure. Like, here's the thing. Out of character, Pixie does not might not have disarmed a trap before. This is true. However, in character, Pixie would be able to disarm a trap just fine, as like super competent.
I say I take the lead. Relica and Christina follow.
Where will
You
the
guys-
rest of us be?
The rest of you, I guess the best
gotta be
option would be
close.
keeping watch
All right.
out of sight, not drawing any attention to yourselves.
will blend.
I will blend in for sure.
Torque, you're not the only big guy in the city, man.
Yeah, because we're so good at that.
I mean, he's a robot. I'm
Have
like
Gavin
8
disguise
feet.
you all.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna stick out like
We can bring Gavin on our team. He doesn't need to come in. He can come on our team.
Where the big dangerous guys can keep a watch on him. Isn't that right, Briggs?
Why do you say that to me?
Because you've been pretty sour with me recently.
Yeah, because you're spending all the money, and I kind of need that to wage economic warfare, and that's really not going well.
Spending all the money. What money have I spent outside of today?
2,000 gold today. 80% of the diamond, 80% of the silver mine.
60, and it's on a bet to get out of paying him anything.
Yeah, he's currently been undefeated for 10 years, so...
Oh, that's news.
And you're a fantastic sailor.
And I am on a boat full of not fantastic sailors.
But we're fantastic fighters. Yeah. Jinx.
Yeah, just put me on their boat. We can make magic.
Yeah, you're not
How
allowed
big-
to kill anybody. You're not allowed fire.
Yeah, but Tor can go over to their boat and just beat it from the inside.
Yeah.
Well, you just have to throw people in the water. That's about it.
Or we could sink their fucking ship.
I'm really good at throwing people's places. Like, I'm actually, like, preternaturally good at just picking shit up and tossing it.
Lane, I gotta say, preternaturally is a big word for somebody with 8 intelligence.
Yeah, he doesn't know what it means. He just heard it.
He's heard it a couple times today, so he knows
true.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Briggs,
It's
bottom
like,
line
I
is,
smell very preternatural.
Yeah, no. I don't know what it means, but I heard some people say it.
Briggs, bottom line is, Dad and Father put me as head of house because they trust that I'll make the decisions that are going to better the house. I feel I'm doing that. I have everybody else's trust. I just need a little bit more of yours.
Then, earn it. And I'm going to head to bed.
That seems as good a time as any for me to turn into. I need
I'm
some sleep.
gonna go wait for the shipment of gold that we're getting in return for our goods.
Do you mind if I sit with you, Torek?
Please do. I would love the company.
I'm coming.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go sit in the hallway in front of the room that Gavin's sleeping in.
Jesus.
He's not in the house. He's at the guard.
The guard station or the guard barracks is in the manor proper.
Oh, I definitely thought it was like outside in the corridor.
No. It is within the manor proper. So,
I'll grab a chair and
you're sitting outside of outside of the fucking.
Amazing.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's
nighttime.
really like it's past dusk. It's full
Alright,
night.
yeah.
It's full night. We're sitting pretty close to like 11 p.m. midnight.
You know, going to bed. Briggs needs to go get a boat.
Yeah. So Christina goes to bed. Egan goes and sets up a chair outside of Gavin's room. Torek, Pixie, and
Relica?
Relica all go and sit together. Where are you guys going to sit?
The front stoop. That's where Torek goes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Full in thrill, the stable hand, sees you guys and says, "Oh, are you all going to be needing your mounts this evening, or am I good to take my leave?"
You're good. Could
You
you
can
make
take
sure
your
the
leave,
hound?
sir.
Could you just double check the hounds are fed tonight?
The what? The hounds?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night, Lady Pixie.
You as well, sir.
So you guys go and you sit on the step.
I'm gonna call for Esmeralda to bring us some drinks.
Yeah, Esmeralda shows up. What do you want? You're looking for some ale and you got your fucking... And she passes out some drinks and then some finger sandwiches, some cucumber sandwiches, just something she could whip up real quick. Snacks. And you guys are sitting at the front, and Relica says to you guys as you're sitting, so are we going to talk about the elephant in the room, guys?
Which one?
Well, we still have a
There's a few of
doppelganger.
those.
I know,
Oh,
but we
yeah.
still have the doppelganger.
That's a tomorrow morning problem.
Okay.
Torek, do we have somebody watching the doppelganger?
I don't know. We left a doppelganger with Egan's or whatever they did.
Torek, I need you right now to go and get one of the guard to watch the doppelganger.
All right, I'll put Violet on it. Wait, can I see any of the guard hanging around?
Yeah, you see up on one of the ramparts, you see Vinny walking around.
Oh, hey, Vinny!
Yes, sir.
Could you go find Violet and let her know that she's on dungeon duty tonight and she's getting paid triple?
Oh, Violet hasn't left that guy's side.
Oh, okay, great, good. I was hoping that was the case. I just wasn't sure.
No, she said Torek would. Oh, so, yeah, no, she's got it. And then he keeps walking. It's just kind of he hustles along a little bit quicker.
Oh, that was weird.
That's comforting. In terms of what the doppelganger knows, I feel like it is going to be a bit of a challenge getting him to talk.
Oh, it's gonna be a rough day tomorrow.
It might be, yeah.
So I think that is a tomorrow problem.
Yeah. So we're gonna go and kill this lady? Is that what we're talking about?
Oh, no. Render her unconscious and question her.
Agnes the Blade.
No,
Yes.
Torek, we're going to kill her.
No, she's got information.
Yeah, we can
Render
get that information
unconscious.
before we kill her.
Render unconscious, get information, take her to the city watch.
Torek,
Well,
do you remember the other night where Egan said it's okay to let bad people die?
I disagree. Like, that's fine that they said that, and that's fine that they believe that, and if they kill somebody, I'm not gonna lose my shit on them, but if I have the opportunity to render them unconscious, I'm gonna do that.
Torek, when it comes to this woman who is taking advantage of the most vulnerable people in this city, I command you to make the killing blow if you have the opportunity.
Fuck you. And Torek gets up and walks away from the keep.
Pixie turns to
Throws down his shield and keeps walking.
Christina and says,
Oh, Christine's not there.
I'm in bed.
no, Relica.
"Oh, sorry, not Christina, Relica," and says,
Pixie, you overstepped. You can't order him to kill. You know what he went through.
"I understand what he went through."
No, Pixie, I don't think you do. He was ordered. Torek, I was there. I saw Torek. He was beaten down. He was forced to kill in the name of evil men. He killed innocent people that were shackled in a carnival of torment. You can't ask Torek to kill people. You can let him go, and you can send him away, and you can tell him that you need him to do something, but you can't order Torek to kill someone. He won't do it. And if you do it again, you're going to lose them.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose Torek.
Then you need to check. You need to check your fucking privilege, Pixie. He is a man that will die for you, but he's not a man that's going to kill for you. You need to think about what you say to him, because he's a man of honor and reputation, and he's my night attendant. I'm going to let you sleep on that. I'm going to go and see him. And then she gets up and walks away too.
Fucking, that is not how at all how I wanted that to go. I didn't even get the words that I wanted in there. All right. I guess Pixie's going to go to bed.
Relica comes and finds Torek.
He is currently sat himself down, like he's walked far enough so that he's on the edge of the castle ward, and he's just kind of like sitting there looking at the ground.
She walks up and, like, with all of the softness that she can muster, she's like, "Hey, big cat. You okay?"
No.
I know. You, I don't have any words.
That's okay.
Yeah. She's still young, and she's still growing into the position that she's in.
Relica, she ordered me to kill someone.
Yeah.
She ordered me. She commanded me. You heard that in her tone, right? You know how many times I've heard that in my life, to be commanded to take someone's life?
I do.
I don't think I can follow someone who commands, who orders other people around like that. I can't. I thought she was maybe, we were getting somewhere. If she's going to be the head of this house and she's going to treat not just me but other people like that, I cannot be here.
I think it's
if we
the only
fight
way.
and people die, that happens. I get it. That's what happens. I didn't sign up for this because I don't understand how the world works. I understand how it works quite well. But when there is a choice to let someone live, to take them to serve their correct punishment, that should be enough.
It's my whole life, we've, as a family, I've had to make big decisions that sometimes led to life and death confrontations. And I know where you come from. And I know what the pit was like.
No. You really don't. You think you do.
You're right. I wish I could apologize for my sister. I wish that I had the words that were going to make this better, but I think that we should probably have a discussion really soon about how we're going to handle certain things, because if we don't talk about our limits and we don't talk about our hard line when it comes to what we're willing to do for each other and for ourselves, then it's going to lead to moments like this. And I know we're trying to do what's best for the city, and we're trying to honor Dad and Father, and you're trying to serve me and Pixie. But I have to say the same thing, Torek. I'm not going to be commanded to. We can't just be judge, jury, and executioner. I'll kill for my sister. I will. And not if I don't have to. I'll put down anyone that threatens her. But right now, we're picking a fight. We're the ones that are deciding to go to the mattresses about this one. We're the ones that are sneaking in to this strange woman's home and attacking her. Sometimes bad people do have to go. But it's... yeah.
I made a vow. An oath. To avoid as much bloodshed, as much loss of life as I could. That is my word. That is all that I am anymore. If I start doing things like that, then I don't deserve any of what I have.
She reaches out both of her hands to you for you to take them.
I take them both in like one hand.
Yeah. Torek, I can't imagine a House Argentum without you. And I think that regardless of whether or not my sister is the head of the household, she needs your guidance. I think she needs you to be the one that says no and that puts her in check, because there is a darkness inside of my sister. You've seen it.
I watched you stab a man who was lying there unconscious on the ground. That was pretty brutal.
Have you seen what she does? She literally has the dead speak to her. She has necrotic energy drip from her blades, and she shunts that energy into other people. She does not have a soft hand. You can say no to her, and you can tell her that she's wrong. But what happens when you're gone? What happens when she asks Egan to kill someone? What happens when Egan leaves, when that becomes too much? What happens when Christina says, no, I have too much going on. I can't kill for you. I'm not an assassin. I'm not a fighter. What happens when Briggs leaves her? Because, well, Torek's the one that kept us safe. What happens when I die trying to protect my sister? Because there's doppelgangers at the door.
I don't want any of those things. I don't. I care about all of the people in that house. Including Vinny and Violet and Philanthrol and, all of them.
So
I'm
do
gonna
I.
come home. I'm gonna come home.
Torque, that's because that's what it is.
I just gotta go. I don't know. I gotta go walk.
Hey, I might not be the one to tell you this because I'm not like you, and I don't have some grand destiny. I didn't crawl my way out of a pit, a charnel cage of flesh and killing, but when you made an oath, you can't have thought that it was going to be easy to uphold, right?
No.
Okay.
I knew that it would be hard.
Well,
I was ready for that.
were you?
I was. I just wasn't ready to work for someone who I thought I could trust. That's the part that's getting to me. Because I can uphold my oath. I could do it in a lot of places, in a lot of ways. I choose to do it here and for you. I don't have to. I choose to.
Do you think that Christina and Briggs and Egan wouldn't have stuck behind you after Pixie asked you to do that?
I'm sure they would. I don't know about Briggs. He could be kind of, irony.
Sure, but we all have each other's backs. The second you left, Torek, I told her what she did. She knows. I don't know if she gets it or not, but Pixie's also lost. And I know that can't be the excuse forever. It can't. But she just lost both of her fathers. She has dark energy coursing through her, and she has people trying to kill her and her family at every corner. Not everyone is Torek the Tempered. She's Pixie the Lost right now.
Well, I'll do my best.
That's all we can do.
But I'm not kidding. She does that shit to me again. One more time. She commands me to take her life. I'm out. I'm done. I am gone.
I don't think you need to say that to me.
I think that's also a tomorrow problem.
You want to go get some meat on a stick? And
Yeah, I know this great place, hole in the wall by the Waymoon.
she's like, that's my favorite place.
Great pastries, although they stopped selling them.
Maybe they can make some fresh, hey?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, let's go find out, grab a cup of coffee, and let's go talk about nothing, hey?
Sounds great.
How's the
My
weather?
brain is heavy.
It's been pretty warm for springtime, hey?
Yeah, no, and not nearly
Yeah.
enough rain. My goodness.
Oh, we could use it.
God.
And then Torek and Relica kind of walk off into the, sort of foggy evening in the Water Davian night and talk about everything and nothing and drink coffee and eat pastries until they go back home and get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep.
Fucking worth it. I don't care. Fucking worth it.
So from there, everybody, that is where we're going to call it for the evening. That is our show. That is episode number 9 of Campaign 1 of Another World. I thank you all for joining us. Thank you for the laughs, for the love, for the tense moments, for the happy moments, and to everyone that followed along today, to the raiders, to the new followers, to the longtime fans. A big shout out to Miss Liz Lane, who seems to be our #1 fan. We appreciate you more than you know. Thank you, everyone. And until next time, next Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, you're going to catch number 10, our 10th episode. That's this many.
This many.
Yeah. We love you all. Mwah, mwah. And have a great night. See ya.